There. Oh, there we go. How's it going, y'all? Proxy moron, how you doing, dude? How's your Tuesday? I think about space a lot. It's pretty cool. Yeah, dude. Last stream we were talking about. I had to leave for a show early, but everyone was like, "Let's talk about astronomy." So yeah. But that's sick, Proxy. How's your Tuesday going? You're about to talk about space right now. Zaku says, "Hey, home early, waiting on some loaded curly fries." Oh heck yeah! But to sit down, relax while watching this stream. Hey, I could be a dream. I want to be dreamy. How you doing, Zaku? How's your Tuesday? And what's up, Skyer? What's up? Who is it? How y'all doing? How's Tuesday going? How's your Tuesday going? Actually, since you all are here early, we're not going to do it this stream, but I want to show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. This is I figured how to do this out finally. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. If you're not looking at your screen, you're missing out. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, watch this. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh no, I messed it up. I messed it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. All right, now watch this. Watch this. Boom! Look at this. Look at this, dude. Look at this. I finally figured out a wireless camera. And it's a flip phone, dude. I made a flip phone. Yo. So now I can't see the chat right now. I'm not gonna do it this stream, but look, dude. I mean, that's not my address. Okay, cool. Hi, Donut. Look. Oh, I can do this now. Oh. What's up? What's up? Hi, Dio. But yeah, and I'm sorry I can't read the chat right now, but like, as all my music stuff, this is my house. But we'll do Cooking with Kaiju at some point. But yeah, and that's y'all up there. But yeah. But I figured out how to do that. I'm super hyped. And Proxy says, "Lovely Tuesday, got off work, mowed the lawn, doing laundry now." Oh, sick. Dude, that sounds like a super sick Tuesday, Proxy. Yeah, I haven't mowed a lawn in a minute. Low-key, I'm not gonna lie. Remember my dad tried to teach me? And he got so mad at how bad of a job I did. He was like, "You're never doing this again." It was pretty funny. But Zaku says they're doing fine now that I'm not at work. I feel it. Heck yeah, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, I bet. Oh, hey, what's going on at work lately? I feel like we were talking about your work last time we talked, but yeah. And Rampage is, hey, Lucy says, ooh, kitty. I know, yeah, I got my 2 cats. Skyer said, yo. Yeah, it's Skyer. How's your Tuesday, Skyer? And Cute says, I too have a black cat named Gigi. Aw, like the cat from Kiki's Delivery Service. That's sick. Rampage. Yeah, I love Kiki's Delivery Service. I need to watch like a video essay about it. But yeah, black cat's kind of OP, dude. And Rampage says, how old is cat? I think my cats, I got them in 2019. So I think they're like 7 years old now. Their birthday's in October, so I think they're about to turn 8. So they're getting there. They're like, you know what I mean? They're like middle-aged. So yeah. I have a fat, dark gray cat with a white mustache. That's so cool. Yeah, gray cats are kind of underrated, dude. Kind of underrated. And who is it says, but still the same feeling since Sunday. I'm sorry to hear. Now with some rain. What's wild? Who is it? Is so I went to bed super mega late, right? Because you know me, I'd be having too much fun. But dude, like it was like 6 a.m. I was going to bed, and like a lightning storm happened like right outside my apartment. Like literally, you know how like when you hear the song, like the boom after you see the flash, that's how close it is. It was like flash boom, flash boom. I was like, oh shit. It was like right there. And then it started hailing right outside my window. I was like, oh damn, I gotta go to bed. You know what I mean? It was crazy. So yeah, I feel you on the rain. Skyer says it's been good. I'm glad to hear it's been good, Skyer. Glad to hear it's been good. But also for anyone that's like, dang bro, I bought something for your birthday, so it hasn't come yet. I wrote everyone a note. So your note has been written. Like, yes, you read it. Yeah, everyone's note's been written, and I got the CDs today. In fact, I ate Greek yogurt for breakfast only because I had to rush to the post office before we started streaming. And who this is? Damn, yeah, it was crazy. I was like, damn. Roses, hello, Roses. How you doing? How's your Tuesday going? You ready to talk about space? We were supposed to talk about it last time. But yeah, on that note, did y'all ever watch the videos of like the simulation videos of like when they go inside the planets? I don't know if I talked about that on stream before, but there was like a hot second where like my creepypasta would be like 4 a.m, just watching videos of like what it would be like to like go inside of Jupiter. And like, I don't know, they always made it so dramatic of like, once you hit this layer, then it would be constant thunderstorms. And then it would be like, the pressure would be so intense, you would like get folded into like a pretzel 10 times over. I was like, oh my God. Like unimaginable danger. But yeah, I got all the CDs that we needed. So yeah, so I think we'll start by just signing these. I have this, yeah, do all of it. Because it says, I see it on NASA streams about how they will do it. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the ones I watch are like, you know, they're all like 3D renders. But the thing about it is that they're like, imagine you're a satellite that's like invincible and you're floating into like the center of the planet. Because you know, like Jupiter's a gas giant. So like you could technically, if you were like an invincible, you know, I mean, satellite, could go to the center of Jupiter. But of course you would like, not actually, but they'll 3D render like what each layer of the planet is like. Rosa says, I think I vaguely remember something like that with a black hole. Yeah, I don't think we stoked to watch a black hole one, but again, I think black holes, I don't think you could though, because again, I think we were talking about last time, the time would just stop. It like, yeah, I mean, I guess time is relative, but still. Could you actually? I don't think you can be perceived. I think, I don't know, I feel like the world would be like a, you know, in the animes where they go all trippy, it's like, I think like everything would become like, I don't know. Because like light would start bending and stuff like that. It would just be, yeah. So it says they would tear you apart the moment you got close. Yeah, but they also like tear time and light itself. So you wouldn't even know you got torn apart. You know what I mean? Because like you would essentially like, I think time speeds up closer to a black hole. So like you would die of old age before you even got torn up. Oh, you mean you're talking about the planets? Yeah, you get torn apart with the planets too. And it's the what if scenario made you post. Yeah, exactly. It's also the what if. That's what like trips me out. Because I guess there's like, you know, when you go into Jupiter, like it's all like crazy lightning and stuff like that. And then there's like a hot second in the middle where it's just like you're just chilling in some clouds. It's just like super mellow, like peaceful, happy, and then it's like death again. But there's like a slice of Jupiter that's actually like, oh yeah, if you could just be in an airplane that never ran out of fuel, you could just fly around Jupiter forever. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to land, but yeah. Skyr says, in a black hole, time and space basically switch places. Every direction you go, once you breach the event horizon, leads to the center. No longer to a point in space, but a point in time. Yeah, exactly, Skyr. And stuff like that, it's like, what? Exactly. Exactly, become a point in time. Who just says, and my Wi-Fi died a bit, and now I'm in a tornado warning. Oh no, who is? I'm sorry to hear. Please take shelter. I've never been in a tornado before. Do what you gotta do to be out of the tornado. Who is it, please? Tornado! Stop! That's my, I'm trying. I don't know what I can do for you. Yes, Roses, I agree. Stay safe. This is recorded. I promise we can talk after tornado. But on that note too, one thing I'd be stoked to talk to y'all about. Do you feel like time is a dimension? Like it's like the fourth dimension? Because one thing I think about, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and then like I think Space Dandy, funnily enough, like really also like help display it. But have you seen the episode of Space Dandy where like Dandy himself is in love with like a 4-dimensional creature, and essentially she knows Dandy throughout his entire life, but she can, you know, be with Dandy at any point in his timeline because she can travel through time and still be one being. You know what I mean? But then also there's another episode where like they go to like a 2D dimension and it's just like one long line. You know what I mean? And like the 2D people are stuck in like their own plane. And I don't know. I think time's a dimension because like we can travel in 3 directions, but we can only travel forward in time. So like if you're a 2D creature, you can only travel forward in the 3D plane, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, Rosa says, doesn't every dimension need time? That's how I thought about it. Yeah, I mean that. So like a 2D dimension needs the 3D and time itself, right? But since we're 3D, we only need time. And of course, if there's like a 5th one, but you know what I mean? But I think time's a dimension because it only goes one direction. Just like if you're like a 2D character, like if you're Mario, you can only go forward, you know what I mean? You can't like go, you can technically go back to Mario, but you know what I'm trying to say. But again, you're traveling across a 2D plane, you can't, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think about that all the time, of like what it would be like to like exist throughout any point in time that you wanted to at all. You know what I mean? Kind of like that's what a ghost is if you think about it. Rosa says, I've been slacking, I've been meaning to watch Space Dandy, so that's interesting out of context. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, yeah, Space Dandy's kind of like episodic. So there's not really like a clear story through it all. But some of the episodes are real like sci-fi brain twisters. But of course, it's like super funny. And the soundtrack is crazy. But 5M Tech, my boy, what's up? What's up, 5M? How you doing? How you feeling? What's going on? Oh. And who it says they're gonna stay safe? Okay, I'm glad to hear. Can't have a normal day without crazy storms. Tankgrass says, hey, thanks for commenting. Yes, I saw it, Tankgrass. I did. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the other comments that were like, dude, that's so crazy. You got Ronald Acuna Jr.'s signature. Yeah, I thought I was already subscribed. My bad, Tankgrass. But yes, I did subscribe. But how you doing? How's your Tuesday, dog? Also, did you know the person like next to you, Tankgraphs, that was like getting their jersey signed? And 5M says, these crames storm. Oh my god, these storms is crazy for real. Yeah, they really are, dude. Yeah, I think Japan just also got hit by an earthquake. Mother Nature is not feeling it today. The Earth is not feeling it today. Oh, another thing is, everyone Rose's one thing you'll be stoked on, I took the time to make new emotes. So if you check the emotes for people on Twitch, I added a stank face emote. And if you're subscribed, you get the animated stank face one too. They're pretty funny. I like made them last night. Tankgraphs are doing great. How about you? I'm doing good, dude. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm going to the gym later. And right now I'm catching up on orders. I got like a billion to pack. Yeah, Roses, you got them. Aren't they funny? I like the one of me going like over and over. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion, Roses. And Zaku got the stank face emotes too. Yeah, dude. And it's kind of hard to see because they're so small, but I don't know. Technically, it's there. But yeah, what else about space? I just like space a lot. I like that there's like a sombrero galaxy. One thing I think about too is that there's a galaxy that, like, because the Milky Way isn't just like sitting, like it's technically moving very slowly towards another galaxy. So at some point, the Milky Way is supposed to collide with another galaxy. I remember learning that as a kid and being like, "That's crazy." You know what I mean? Congrats! I'm posting all the autographs I got sometime this week. Oh, sick, dude! Heck yeah! Well, when it pops up, I'll be stoked to see it. Yeah, so I just think that's trippy because it's like not only is the sun gonna eventually explode, but then also like our galaxy is gonna just like with another galaxy. So we'll have to, you know, future us. We'll have to figure it out, I guess. Yo, what up? Always in the room. How you doing? How's your Tuesday? Lurk. Yeah, no worries. If you're lurking, you feel free to lurk. Does this sound scary? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like if we haven't figured it out in like 80 billion years, like we probably weren't ever going to figure it out. Yeah. If like, you know what I mean? I think we, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, that's one. Rose says that and there's holes of dark matter throughout the galaxy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. For sure. Yeah, I'm honestly not even... I don't even understand what dark matter is, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's a thing, but I've never actually like looked into like try to understand it. Tankcraft says, I wonder if they took Pluto off as a planet. Because it was too small. Pluto's technically still a planet, it's just they renamed it to be a dwarf planet. Because the reason why they wanted Pluto to be a planet is because its gravity was supposed to pull on Neptune a certain type of way, but then they found out Pluto wasn't big enough to do what they thought it was doing. So they're now looking for a planet other than Pluto to consider, you know, I mean, what's it called? To be the next planet. Because there's something on Neptune that's pulling on Neptune that we can't find. And Rose says because they spotted strange black dots. Oh, because yeah, that's probably how they found what's it called? The dark matter spots, Roses. That's cool. I also like how remember when it was like viral for a little bit when the person took the first picture of a black hole, like you can see it like absorbing the light around it. That was a super cool picture, and like I remember the scientist being like, "Oh my god, I took the picture." It was really cute. But Tankcraft says, I really like the plushies you sell. Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, the plushies are super, super sick. And yes, Roses, feel free to pitch me what you want to pitch. I'm down. Yeah, the plushies are super sick. I love them. I have like 15 left, I think. And after they sell out, I can't make any more because the tariffs. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. But they've been, you know, maybe sell like one a month or something like that. So they're slowly going. But I'm glad to hear you like them, Tankcrafts. Yeah, they're super dope. I have one in my car. I got 3 right there. And yeah, I don't know. And it's cool because I don't know if you know the artists have Basic Printer. They also do the free CD thing. What's cool is I noticed that in like a bunch of their like videos of them like doing their own music stuff, like they have, it's them talking about their album in front of a CRT playing Mario 64, and they have my plushie on top of the thing. I'm like, hey, Jesse, that's what's up. And Rosa says, are artistically designed Groovy Kaiju text, unless you already have something like that? I do, technically. Here, let me sign this real quick. And I need to, yeah. I just gotta make the shirts. Yeah, but we'll do that in January. But here, I'll show you. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. So yeah, so the font for this, it was an actual font. I had like an artist write the Groovy Kaiju like that. So I have this as like its own actual font thing. But yeah, So that's probably the artistically designed thing. I call this like the stencil. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you, Roses. No, I appreciate you giving ideas though, because honestly, the more the merrier. Because ideas are, yeah, I mean, I usually like pit them. I like every year I'll like go and like throw the ideas and then see what makes sense for the next year. So yeah, throw them at me because I literally just be walking around thinking about ideas. I don't ever have to like brainstorm, thankfully, because they just come to me. And you've been helping out a lot too, Rosa, so thank you. Like they come to me like, you know, through like just shower thoughts, but also, yeah. You've been helping, so thank you, Roses. Yeah, I'm trying to see these real quick. Yeah, what are the space facts do I know? One thing that's trippy is I think, if I'm not mistaken, like Venus is what we assumed Earth was like before it became like habitable, and Mars is what we assume Earth is going to end up like after like, you know, a billion years when all the resources dry up. So it's like kind of interesting that like Venus is like pre-Earth, then there's Earth, and then it's Mars is right after, and it's like post-Earth. And Rosa says, I realized it was fun to have logo merch with the name as well, that's why. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely do you on that. I definitely have some like merch from other bands that I like, where it's just like the logo or the name like super stylized. And Tankcraft says, favorite Halo character? I don't play personally, just start a combo. Oh yeah, no worries. What is my favorite Halo character? I mean, does Halo really have characters like that? It'd be weird. I kind of like the Arbiter. Arbiter's pretty sick. I used to always play more Arbiter than like Master Chief. How about you, Tankcrafts? I know you say you don't play personally, but like in Halo 3, I used to always pick like the Arbiter characters. But I feel like all like the Spartans have the better armor you can unlock. Like Halo 3 multiplayer. And Rosa says, we're speedrunning Earth's Mars like state, I hear, sadly. Yeah. No, we definitely are. The thing that like kind of like upsets me too is like so much of it is just like businesses don't like do environment stuff right. Like for example, if you would look up like what actually blows CO2 in the air, it's like 1% society and like 99%, I guess like 80% businesses. Like the giant ships that like ship everything across the ocean, those just like dump into the air, just absolutely dump CO2 into the air. It's like crazy how much they output. And like you would think they'd be like, hey, can you make these like solar powered? Because like, you know, you're just kind of like sitting in the sun all day anyways. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I don't know. I don't design ships. And Tankcraft says Ungoy. I've never heard of Ungoy. Can I type that? Oh, the grunts. Yeah, grunts are pretty cool. I like Grunt Birthday Party, the skull, and they always say like the funniest stuff, or like whenever you kill them, it's like, yay! That's so super funny. I like how you were like, Tankcraft, you're like, I don't really play Halo, but here's the canonical name for the grunts. You know what I mean? And Rosa says, that's why I also dislike when people get carried away with policing people online on certain items they own related to pollution, because we got to go after the big businesses. Yeah, exactly. If I'm not mistaken, like the whole like carbon footprint thing, that was like actually a psyop invented by Exxon. Like I watched the whole documentary about it. because they realized that if they could like, they either could A, you know, take accountability, B, keep trying to lie and sweep it under the rug, or C, make their own consumers think they were the problem for like what they were creating. So yeah, so carbon footprint was invented by Exxon and marketed by Exxon to make people think we're the problem for pollution, like everyday people, when it's like no. And sadly, it worked. But Tinkergraph says, I really like Fall Guys. It was a Fall Guys skin. Oh, that's sick. That's wild they didn't call them Grunts and Fall Guys. They call it like a canonical name. Yeah, Fall Guys is sick. I remember when it was like big for a little bit. I had a buddy that was like streaming it. I used to watch his Fall Guys streams. And Who's It says, we're safe, but my dad decided to go out there and see the trade himself. I give up. That's wild. Ouch. Rosa says, yep, living in the South in a nutshell. I'm sorry to hear that your dad is so curious. But yeah, but I'm glad to hear you're somewhere safe. Who is it? Ross is turning into Georgia. Say no offense, yeah. They're like storm chasers. It's like a whole thing. No lie detected there. Yeah, I thought who was it? And Tankgrass says, I like this music. And thank you, dude. Yeah. Yeah, this is my stuff, so I'm making it. Yeah, I'm super stoked on this song. Yeah, thank you, Tankgrass. What was I gonna say? We were talking about space, we were talking about Halo. Oh wait, no, we were talking about environment stuff. Yeah, another thing is too, Roses, on top of the carbon footprint, the whole like recycling symbol they put on plastics and stuff like that, that also was a psyop. Or I don't know if psyop's the right word, but that was also like a, let's make the consumer make it their fault. Because when they like put the like recycling symbol on plastic, most other recycling symbols tell you this is not recyclable, but they still use the recycle symbol, and it's the number on the inside that matters. So because of that, because that symbol was on most things, most people don't really think. So they just like throw all plastics in the thing, but like most plastics get thrown away because they can't be recycled. But they put the recycling symbol on there just to like, yeah. So like the recycling symbol was specifically designed to make it seem like it's wild. And Who's It says, isn't anything that's happened this free? I mean, it kind of feels like it. All these marketing things are crazy. Those things not recyclable. Yeah, on Reddit, you should know the universal plastic grading symbol is not a recycling symbol. So like the thing that looks like the recycling symbol actually is just telling you the grade of the plastic. So like it'll show like the recycling symbol, and it'll show the number 7 in it, and it means that you can't plastic it, but it still has the exact same recycling symbol as all the other actually recyclable objects. Because it was another way for them to be like, oh yeah, like, you know, just make this symbol, so people think everything's recyclable. So when you throw away stuff, it doesn't get thrown to a landfill anyways. You still be like, oh my god, my carbon footprint. It's like it was like crazily designed. And Zaku says XL, and I always talk about how Takanaka is a psyop. I mean, it might be, dude. What's your guys' theory, Zaku? And yo, Reef the dog club. How you doing, dog? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Tuesday? Yeah, I just saw your text. I gotta reply still. But yeah, let me know by Wednesday, dude. I'll be super down to figure it out then. I'll reply still, but yeah. I'm gonna put this for now. I guess I'll put these. Ugh. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Let's put it right here. But yeah, because Takanaka kind of did blow up. I don't know. As much as I love Takanaka, I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised because I'm like, I don't know, to me, Takanaka's like Japanese George Benson. And like George Benson isn't like that popular. Like, I don't see much kids being like, oh my god, I love my favorite jazz guitarist, George Benson. You know what I mean? So it was kind of surprising that Takanaka like blew up out of nowhere. And Refladocta says, tuning in from work. No worries, man. Just stoked to be able to see you live, brother. Hey, thank you, dude. Heck yeah. That's what's up. Eating Arby's again? Dude, I like your post of like, yo, here's my first Arby's. Let's see how it goes. That killed me, dog. But yeah, I would not be surprised if Takanaka was a psyop. Yeah, but those are all the environment stuff that I know, Roses. Arby's is a psyop. Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, yeah, because there's... Look, deadass. There are so many Arby's, but I don't know a single person that eats Arby's. You know what I mean? I don't know a single person that's like, gotta get my Arby's today. I've never heard that come out of anybody's mouth. I think we had Arby's like 2 or 3 times in my entire life. But there's so many. Zaku says the obsession for Takanaka came out of nowhere. It was manufacturers that came out of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to think that it just, you know, blew up on TikTok naturally, but I don't know. The more I learn about like music marketing, the more I learn like it's all fake. All of it. It's all fake. So yeah. But Rosa says, is it even good? And who's keeping it in business? That's what I'm saying, Rosa. Who's keeping Arby's in business? And the times I've had Arby's, it was okay. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh my god. But it was like, you know what I mean? It didn't make me want to go back, I'll tell you that. And Zaku says, I always liked Arby's cheese. Yeah, Arby's cheese is wild. I'm not gonna, I'll give it that. It's kind of like nacho cheese, but not. It is very gooey. And Tankgrass says, Nudu lettuce paradise, or parasite? Paradise, oh my god. Parasite, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Arby's got hit by the lettuce thing. And Who's It says, only time I get Arby's is when their orange creamsicle shake pops up. Orange creamsicle is the best. That sounds pretty good. I haven't had like a fast food shake in a minute. Because I don't know, they just have so much sugar in them. Like crazy amounts. I don't know, I got too much into fitness. Now I can't enjoy food anymore. I got too healthy. Yeah, Rosa says, that sounds tasty. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Rosa's new theory, orange creamsicle shake is what keeping them in business? Probably, dude. Refadakla says, orange creamsicle does sound gas. I wish Mountain Dew would do a collab. Mountain Dew orange creamsicle shake? That would go crazy. I would go to Arby's for that, not gonna lie. Refadakla, are you part of the Arby's PSYOP? Is it actually you? How you know it's a PSYOP? Because you're part of it? Wow. I thought Who Is It says, I might believe that theory because everyone loves that flavor. I mean, yeah, orange creamsicle slaps. Creamsicle in general is just a good flavor. And Rose says, I want to try some once, TBH, because they're crazy stuff. Yeah. Definitely. I also know Arby's, like, for a little bit, had like a little anime collab thing. I mean, that might help too. There was like a hot second where like Arby's had like a Kill la Kill collab. And I was like, what's Arby's doing in anime? All right. But yeah, I also went ahead and I found the Ozzy and Drix thing from Sunday Roses. It was pretty cool, like the Osmosis Jones cartoon. I was like, yo, the theme song was hella dope. And a lot of the music was like very hip hop. It was really cool. Had all that hippity hop. Rifadakla says, Groovy, what are your thoughts on AI? Yeah, a lot of us here are kind of not for AI. Yeah, we've talked about it a bunch, dog. But yeah, especially like I don't know, I'm not for AI art. I think other forms of AI make sense, like for medical use cases, because that's like helped out a lot. Text generation sometimes. I feel like it depends on what you're using it for. I think it can be a good brainstorming tool, but like I don't know. There's been a couple times I've read articles that like you can tell are AI generated, and I'm like, dog, like I don't trust anything. You know what I mean? That you're saying. Because I don't know. To me, it's like we made computers because they were always perfectly correct. So like, I think it's like kind of silly that we took a step back and like, how about we make something that is only right sometimes? Like, what was the point of computers? I don't know. But Rosa says, "Oh, you saw it? The Kill la Kill AI thing? I mean, oh my god, Kill la Kill Aries thing? Yeah." But that was like a minute ago. Oh, wait, you're talking about Ozzy and Drix. I'm sorry, Roses. But yeah, I did watch it. I watched like the first episode that I found on the Internet Archive. It was pretty good. It was cool. And Rampage says, I've heard good things about Takanaka and deeply appreciate anyone who crosses categories. Reminds me of Bowie, who is my idol. They got me excited to check him out after the stream. Oh yeah, dude. I like a little funk blend into my jazz. Like I like it needed a beat. Sick. Have you heard of, Takanaka's dope. Have you heard George Benson too? George Benson, his album Breezin's also like, if you like Takanaka, you would love Breezin, the album. And Tankcraft says, what's something that takes you back to your childhood? What is something? I mean, a lot of things, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably too nostalgic. Keep it real. Honestly, I wasn't gonna say Godzilla, but so much I'm so like invested in today. I feel like that it doesn't necessarily bring me back to my what's it called? Like my current day. Yeah, I don't know. I got my head. I don't know why I can't think right now. I got brain fog. But what is something taking over my childhood? Honestly, I have my Super Nintendo. I think my Super Nintendo is probably brings me most of my childhood. Not gonna lie to you. So I have it in my living room hooked to a CRT. So like any like Ninja Turtles Turn of the Time, Tankcraft, that takes you back to my childhood. How about you, dog? What takes you back to your childhood, Tankcraft? Baseball. But yeah. But Rampage says, no way, first time hearing about George Benson. Yeah, George Benson, dude, you're about to cry. George Benson's so good. I have Breezin' on CD and vinyl. And Rifadakla says George Benson's badass. Yeah, dude. Wes Montgomery OG. Yeah, Wes Montgomery's super sick too. Wes Montgomery's like more like proper jazz guitar, but like Rifadakla, you know Takanaka? Masayoshi Takanaka? He makes kind of like upbeat like jazz guitar, like I don't know. Whereas Wes Montgomery, I think is more like I don't know, like chill jazz guitar, if I'm mistaken. That was something of somebody else, but yeah. Like George Benson, like you can like party to it, you know what I mean? But Takanaka is more, I guess, on the party side of jazz guitar, if that makes sense. But Mario 64 is something that takes me back to my childhood. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mario 64 is also, I feel like that's like peak nostalgic media, low-key. And who is it? Says, speaking of shows, I'm still trying to finish Saint Seiya. Yeah, the Norse Gods one. Yeah. Oh, okay. You know Takanaka. Okay, my bad, Rifadakla. My bad. You know, my bad. I know you knew Takanaka. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, Takanaka has a ton of Latin inspiration too. It is super uplifting. My bad. Hey, that's all me. You know, the Shia LaBeouf interview where he's talking to Andrew Callahan. He's like, I fucked up. That's all me. Hey, that's all me. I fucked up. That's all me. Masayoshi Takanaka, yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Masayoshi Takanaka, Rifudakla. But my bad, who is it? I like jumped around. But yeah, Norse Gods versus Greek God season. This show's never gonna finish at this rate. Yeah, I still need to check it out. It sounds super sick. That's cool. They're like going over like the multiple different mythologies. Yeah, I remember like looking into it. I watched a couple clips and stuff. I was like, hey. And oh yeah, Rose. Hey, Rosie, you would have beat me to it. How was Jazz Night? Yeah, Jazz Night was super, super sick. So my buddy, actually, let me do this real quick. Yeah, my buddy that I was supposed to go with, they ended up getting sick like right before, and they were like super bummed. I was like, no. So I felt super bad for them. But it was super dope. It was a 1 year anniversary, so it was like mega packed. It was so packed. And yeah, and it was like I feel like people kind of like really pulled up for this one. Like a lot of like super talented singers, especially, pulled up this time around. There was one part where some guy did like a super dope jazz good. What's it called? Jazz good solo. Oh my god, guitar solo. I don't know why my brain is not happening right now. But that was super sick. I don't know, just all the sets were super dope. It was cool as always. But what made it like special this time is since I didn't have my buddy there, I was like, let me go make some friends this time. And oh, Tiara, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Tuesday going? Yeah, I was like, let me make some friends. You know what I mean? So I was gonna talk to this one person, but because I'd like seen them at every single one of them, so I was like, okay, let me go talk to them because like we're both regulars. And then like I found them outside, but they were like smoking cigarettes with somebody else, and I was like, I don't want to butt in and like be like, hey, you know what I mean? So I smoke cigarettes. I was like, I don't know if I want to necessarily meet them. So I turned around, and then one of the main people that run it was just chilling by himself, drinking a beer. And I was like, I'm gonna go talk to him. So I walked up to him, and he was like, yo. And I was like talking to him a bit. His name was Joshua. He's like a jazz pianist. And yeah, we're just chopping it up. I was like asking about how he got the show started and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, like, you know, it really blew up because like TikTok and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I think I kind of figured out like, not that I'm not trying to like pocket watch the dude, but I think the reason why, now after hearing like that, it's like, oh, I get it now, because what happens is that the main jazz band plays their set, and it's like 3 hours of like open jam where you sign up for a form, and then everyone like pretty much just comes and like, you know, plays and like, you know, just jams together, right? But I've now realized it's like if you're like a artist that's trying to blow up or like get some content, like it's just, you look like you're in a packed room that's super sick looking, right? With a bunch of other just like super talented band behind you. So what's happening is all of the singers and like players essentially like, hey, they bring their friend, you know, film them playing this super sick show, and like low-key they bounce. Not like all of them, but like some of them will just bounce right after. So like usually it's the first open jam that's like, when I show up, it's like, it's always been kind of packed. I feel like the first two, it super thins out. And I realized what's happening is that, yeah, people are just making videos, getting their video and being like, all right, peace. And they just peace out right after because they got the content they wanted. But the show is still super sick and it's a good time. But it's just funny. I now figured out how like how the system works, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh. And they weren't like some master plan schemers, like, oh, you know, we're gonna do this and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But it's just kind of how it worked out. And I was like, oh, dude, you guys like low-key kind of fell backwards into a genius show setup. But yeah. So, and yeah, I realized that because I was seeing some of the clips they were posting, and it was all people that were like, you know, like kind of gigging musicians or like artists that were trying to like get their name out there. And it was all of them that are like, oh my God, I'm an aspiring musician. Yeah, you gotta look at me sing in like this show I just played. I was like, oh, but like, you know, if you don't go to Jazz Night, you would think, well, they got booked for this huge show. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Tinkgrass says, I played tuba in a jazz band. Oh, that's big, Tinkgrass. Yeah, I've seen people bring their tubas to Jazz Night. It's super sick. Tubas are dope. That's cool you play jazz tuba, dude. Did you like go on a baseball game, getting signatures and playing tuba? You're living a life, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what's up, Tinkgrass. And Rifadakla, so any dope players at the jam towards the end of the night, even with less people out there? Yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, so yeah, so pretty much like they just cycle through, give everyone a chance, and after everyone plays, then towards the night, if they don't have enough people playing, like it'll just be like the main jazz band again, just like jamming out with like the few people that still haven't played yet. So yeah, so sometimes like the last couple sets are like the ones that are like really like goofy, because like then they'll start like doing like crazy polyrhythms and stuff like that. But yeah, low key Rifadakla, you know, Nick, like, you know, Bathala drummer Nick moved out here to Arizona. So me and him are supposed to start skating, and I've been like telling him, dude, you should go to jazz night with me, man. You should play at jazz night, dude. So I'm trying to get him to go. But yo, Diggly, what up, dude? How you feeling? I got you on the hydrate. How's your Tuesday, Diggly? But yeah. Who that says people who just record and then leave after don't know what fun is? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the thing I've kind of learned with music stuff, especially like live music. Like, who is it? Live music is absolutely like is what jaded me. Doing this kind of music, super sick, super dope. Everyone's awesome. It's what you think music is, right? But live music is because you end up getting people who like genuinely don't necessarily like music. They just like the feeling of being on a stage. So they'll do goofy stuff like what you're saying, is like go to a super sick show, get their like video and be like, I'm cool, and then like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's really wild. So yeah, so some people, that is the fun, is like, oh my god, I'm so cool. I don't know, it's wild. But Rifadaka says, hell yeah, I'm glad you finally got in touch with Nick. When those jazz nights jams happen weekly or monthly, they happened at the last Sunday every month, Rifadakla. So for whatever reason you're ever in Arizona on a weekend, and it's the last weekend, like hit me up. I'm there every time. I got perfect attendance. I found out about it. Or if you ever like are trying to visit me and Nick, let me know. Yeah, we still haven't hung out yet just because they just moved out here, Rifadakla. So I'm like, you know when you move somewhere and like your homies are like, dude, let's hang out. And it's like, you're kind of trying to settle in. Because moving states, it's tough. You gotta like get your driver's license, all that. So I've kind of been like, hey man, just let me know when you're ready. So I haven't like put the pressure on them. But they just hit me up the other day. Like they finally got settled in, but they got sick. So yeah. But Diggly says, I'm doing pretty good except for an hour ago. My keyboard doesn't work, so I had to switch out keyboards. Oh, that's a bummer, Diggly. What kind of keyboard do you have? Are you like doing a super fancy keyboard, or you have like just a normal one? But I'm glad to hear you're doing good otherwise, Diggly. That's sick. And Takegraph says, I'm gonna leave real quick, but I'll come back. Okay, sick. Yeah, dude. Yeah, whenever, come back whenever Takegraph's you chilling. Rampage says, for real, times 1,000. And who's it says, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of sad part about like live music, is people that are there more for like the I'm cool. And I mean, it's also kind of like even in the crowd, people will go to shows less for the show, but more because like they're trying to make videos of themselves at the show to seem cool to other people. You know what I mean? So yeah, you see it a lot more in LA, like a lot more in LA. But because the jazz night out here is starting to get like some bleed over, like if you want to be in the jazz scene, it's like not huge, you know what I mean? So like people are driving down from LA to do the jazz night out here, and then blah blah blah, you know what I mean? Bounce back and forth. In here in LA just to get there. Hey, look, I'm playing. Diggly said it's just a normal low-end keyboard, a Red Dragon Cyrus Pro. I think I had that exact same one for a little bit, Diggly. I mean, mine also broke. I had it for a good like couple of years though. Yeah, I upgraded to the 8-bit Do retro keyboard. It's just like a pre-built mechanical. It's honestly really good, and it has a little like volume dial. I really like it. If you're looking to buy a new one, it's kind of expensive, but I've loved this one. It's like built super solid too. And Skyr says, those kind of people give me the ick. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You see them a lot more in LA, but I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. And it's not, I don't know, because I think I got like sometimes I feel like Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul because I can see both sides. Because like keeping it real, you get the same thing in like tech too. Like even like it's just a thing. That's just how human nature is. It's not just like those people or like those musicians or those artists. Because like when I was working in tech, you get the same people that'll show up to like different meetups and stuff just to get a job or like just to meet the right guy to make the right like bonus or get promoted. Like you get similar. Ugh, you know what I mean? But real quick, Reefadalka says, gotta bounce, glad to see you chilling. Catch up and talk to you soon. Yeah, talk to you soon, dude. Enjoy the rest of your work shift, dog. Thanks for chilling for a little bit. Appreciate you. And Rose says, I hate that's the consequence of social media. Yeah. Yeah. And Rose says, yeah, but those are more understandable. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. In my experience with tech, I still to this day would rather deal with like influencers trying to be like, oh, look at me, I'm so cool, than like, I don't know, I've seen people like just absolutely like just like stomp over other people to get what they wanted for like promotions, or like just throw people under the bus in tech, like crazy under the bus. Like, do you not have a heart under the bus? Like doing like, I'm so cool, like, you know what I mean? That's shitty, but I don't know. I've seen some heartless, like Kingdom Hearts, and some level heartless type shit in tech. So yeah. Skyr says, doing it for a job or something is fine, but doing it just because it makes you cool is low-key kind of pathetic. Yeah, yes. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, I know I'm the odd one out here. I'm sorry, y'all. Please hold me accountable. Hold me accountable. This is my truth as I've seen things. Is just people try to be cool. Nine times out of 10, it kind of is for some like business reason. Like they're trying to like get their name out there. Sometimes it is kind of like, bro, really? Like to your point, it can be super pathetic. Especially it's like if it's just you want to be cool and you're hoping for like a handout. That's pathetic. But the simple like kind of do it just because they kind of are trying to, they have to get eyeballs on them to like do the business, you know what I mean? Like for example, no one in particular, but like sometimes indie games will go to like anime conventions and they have to do the whole, oh look, I'm promoting my game at this convention, hee, and it's like, yeah, but it's kind of still cringy, but it's also like they want to sell the game. It's kind of the game you have to play, you know what I mean? So it's like there's like a little nuance there. Whereas, I don't know, in tech, I've seen people like just throw someone on the bus so they can make like 10K more a year. And it's like, yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, what are you really gonna do with that? I don't know. So yeah. But I don't know, maybe I'm being too nuanced. Or maybe I'm too traumatized. But yeah. I mean, maybe don't listen to me. I'm obviously actively in a class action lawsuit. From my experiences in tech. Maybe it just might be a me thing. But Rosa said, especially when businesses aren't nice to people. Yeah, but that specifically is different now. You aren't wrong. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you can kind of see the nuance I'm trying to put down, Roses. And yeah, businesses aren't nice to people. Rosa says, all that's making me go, ugh. Yeah, no, valid. A lot of that makes you go, ugh, as well. And Rosa says, people recording can equally do horrible or comfortable things in spaces for attention. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think, I guess it's kind of like, I mean, maybe that's like slightly related, but like slightly different angle. But yeah, I definitely think people who are just, I don't know, who are creating content for attention, that's also like its own can of worms, like the pranksters and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like we were talking about Rakai before and stuff like that. Like stuff like that is just like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? So yeah. But yeah, my bad if I got a little too nuanced. But yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, Skyer. Yes, prank content with all the air quotes. I love it. Yeah. But everything we're talking about, I definitely think it's all like different sides of the same coin, you know what I mean? I guess like bringing it all the way back. I think like making like playing at like an open jam just for the video isn't that bad, but like, you know, it definitely could ratchet up to like, I'm now a prankster just doing, you know, whatever. So yeah, there's levels to this. There's levels to this. You know what I mean? Which I guess to the point, I guess I'll take accountability. Some of my levels to this, what's it called? Not everyone is gonna step on you to get the promotion. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you kind of do have to play that in business, but I don't know. I've seen some like prank content levels of, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. And yeah, dude, tech. Versus you're fine, and yes, okay, cool. Get up on your good foot. What's up, dude? Big stopping by. How's your Tuesday? Oh, hey, I bought the CD a while ago, but I still have it. I'm glad to hear, dude. Well, thank you again for grabbing it. Thanks for stopping by. Hope, you know, I'm glad to hear that you still have it. You're still stoked on it. It's soaking up to say what's up. I appreciate it. How's your Tuesday? How you doing? And Zaku says, I always want to try one of those people trying to do pranks in public spaces to try me so I can crack someone in the mouth. I hate that shit. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, honestly, I get more satisfaction out of watching prank YouTubers get like their due or like get a reality check than I do seeing the clips. You know what I mean? Like, I love seeing the ones that's like a prank YouTuber. It's a prank, and the dude's like, I don't care, it's a prank. I'm still chasing you down. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. So yeah. But get up on your good foot. Says finished cosmetology school. How are you? That's cool, dude. Congrats. What kind of cosmetology? Are you doing like makeup art? Or like, not makeup art, but like, are you like a makeup artist? Are you like doing like hair? And I'm doing good, dude. I'm chilling, just making orders and stuff, or signing CDs. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna have to pack so many orders later on tonight after I get some stuff. But yeah, yeah, my brain is just like, my headphones are on too tight or something. There we go. And get up on your good foot. I love Delta work YouTube videos. Are so soothing. Like people working like Delta Airlines. And get up your good foot says you're doing nails. That's sick, dude. Yeah, I bite my nails. It's so bad. That's cool you do nails though. Whenever I see someone's like nails on Instagram, I'm like, oh hell yeah. Nails are pretty sick, not gonna lie. I've seen, I don't know, nails are dope. Ever since they still win, yeah, even when they get beat up, because they can still post that and they still get the video they wanted, technically. But Sokka says, not if you break their shit, yeah. True, yeah, if you really break the camera, then it's like, oh, yeah. Then they're really not happy. Rose says, I wouldn't give them a reaction so they wouldn't have anything to show off. Oh, true. You can do that too. Yeah, Rose is fair, yeah. Yeah, Zaku's not kidding either. And Kevin Griffith says, Delta work as a drag queen. She does fun rant videos that aren't too yelly. Oh, okay, sick. You have to look into them sometime. That's what's up. Yeah, if Cherry Cole was here, I bet they probably know who they are. Oh my god. But get up in your good foot says, how'd you end up finding your sound? Trial and error, I think. Yeah, I don't know. So that's the thing, is that I do feel like there was a period of time where I was like, I gotta find my sound. Not gonna lie, you don't find it. You just keep making music, and eventually it just comes out after a while. You know what I mean? Because as you get better at like expressing yourself and being vulnerable, yeah, it just kind of comes out. Because keeping it real, a lot of so this is gonna, hope it doesn't get too philosophical, but creativity to me is problem solving. You know what I mean? Because like when you, let's say you're like, I don't know, to like put a lid on a cup funny, so you'd be like, wow, that's a really creative way of solving that, right? Like the word creative itself really is that. And when you're like opening up a DAW or a blank page, really you're solving the problem of like, what do I fill with this blank page? You know what I mean? So to be creative is to solve that problem. And what to answer that is that you essentially go through all your life experiences up to this moment that taught you everything to be exactly who you are over your entire life, and then say, I want to put this on a blank page because of everything experienced up to this point. You know what I mean? So as you get better at
new merch order from Dale.
Thank you, Dale. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it right now. Perfect timing, Dale. But yeah, pretty much as you keep making music, you're gonna get better and better at tapping into every life experience you've made up to this point and expressing that onto like a blank page. And that's how you find your sound, because no one else is gonna live your exact life the way you lived it. So the better you get at just expressing your life as you lived it, the better you're gonna find your sound. You know what I mean? So yeah, and the way you get better at that is just keep making stuff over and over. Once you start to understand and learn how to do it. And Get Up on Your Good Foot says, I'm not too musically inclined, so musicians are like wizards to me. How did you get here? Super cool and interesting, especially when people find instruments from around the world. Oh yeah, well yeah, I guess that's how I got here. Is I just, you know what I mean? I started making beats because my friends would like rap while we were like skating in between skate spots. And I was really good with computers, so I just started making music, and the more I did it over time, now we're here. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like not that simple, but like it's kind of what happened. So yeah. And yeah, finding instruments from around the world is super cool too. But I think even that is like, you know, I think it's less that people just like one day decide, oh hey, I'm gonna start using Moroccan flutes in my music today. You know what I mean? It's more because like, I don't know, they like happen to have like an uncle in Morocco that used to show him stuff. So he decided to start doing Moroccan flutes because it probably reminds him of like some family member from Morocco. Yeah, I mean. So yeah. So I think that's like my theory still applies even to people who use weird instruments. You know, because it's interesting to us because we haven't lived their life the way they did. But to them, it's probably like, oh yeah, I just chose Moroccan flutes because my great-great-grandfather was Moroccan. And Tinkcraft says, hi, I am back from finishing my... Sick, dude. Well, thanks for coming back. Good to see you again. And Get Up on Your Good Foot says, honestly, if you're ever curious, Iran has some really good instruments like the santoor, really rich sand. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, I've been learning a lot more about Middle Eastern culture and stuff because I've been like I don't know, just been researching that a lot lately. Kind of started because I got really into astrology, and a lot of that is based from the Islamic Empire. Like I've learned like ancient astrology, so part of like learning astrology is learning like I don't know, like what kind of parties did they have back in the day? Because like to answer those questions, you have to like read the text. And if people were concerned with this, and they would ask astrologers this because this was the historical context they were living in. Like I watched a video recently about this Queen Baran, and she was like an educated woman, so she did astrology. Why do I have so much more radical repertoire than I do? Oh well. Yeah, she was this queen that what's it called? I forgot who she was. I forgot who she was a daughter of, but she was from an educated family, married into like one of the Islamic empires. I think his name was Mamun. I want to say his name was Mamun, but she married into them for like a political leverage thing, and then part of that, they became like very intellectually like close, even though it was like an arranged marriage. And she used to do things for like his empire. A lot of it tended to be like helping with like astrology elections for like wars and stuff like that. So I mean, I know I'm talking astrology, but like this is actual Islamic history. So yeah, she would help like plan like strategic battles and stuff like that based on like stars and stuff like that. Because back then that's what they believed. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I had to learn the context of all that to like understand why that kind of astrology existed. Because yeah, she was doing it. But also it was cool. She was a badass, dude. People were doing badass stuff. I was like, hell yeah. But Give Me a Good Foot says, honestly, if you're curious, oh yeah, we talked about that. I have some recs for creators and books. I was like, yeah, I mean, feel free to drop them in here. I always rewatch, what's it called? The VOD, so I'll see it And I'm also big on astrology. Drop your big three. I'm Capricorn rising, Cancer sun, and Aries moon. And my lot of fortune, if you know Robert Hand, my lot of fortune is in Libra. So that's pretty cool. And Shara's good day is so knowledgeable on Iranian culture. And I have a PDF of Robert Hand book on astrology if you want. Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind my emails on my Instagram bio, if you want, you can email it to me. I'd be stoked. Yeah, I have a bunch of astrology books too. I have like so many. I've read Valens. I have the Chris Brennan book. I have a certificate in astrology actually. Get up on your good foot. I have credentials. It was like my hobby, or a hobby I still have. Rose says that's interesting. Yeah. So I've been learning a lot of like ancient Islamic empire history facts. I'm trying to think of another one. Yeah, Queen Bahram was really trippy. I literally just watched this like 2 days ago. I'm trying to think. What's another good one fact I know? Well, I guess part of it is because like you ever seen funnily enough, it's super random because it kind of relates to anime a little bit. But have you watched Apothecary Diaries? So like Apothecary Diaries were like, they were going like China and like they would have like all the concubines and stuff like that. So Queen Bahram wasn't one of the concubines, he was like the proper queen. But I guess like it's kind of messed up, so my bad if this is too much. But we've talked about it a bunch in the past. I was like, my empire was like a lot more okay to be gay back then. So I think Queen Bahram, if I remember correctly, her husband, he was like bi but leaning more gay. So he said that like they're really worried he wasn't gonna have any kids. So I guess this king, his mom, would make the concubines dress more manly to like hope that he would visit them. So just so he'd have a son. It was hella funny. It's like, yo, we gotta get some studs. Let me for this dude. He needs some studs. I don't know, to me that's hilarious. But what's it called? So yeah. I'm sorry, I'm talking so much, I'm laughing low-key. But what's I gonna say about that? Oh yeah, but so it's kind of like Apothecary Diaries, but in the Islamic Empire. Look, and they're doing astrology. So if you just imagine Apothecary Diaries was about anime, boom. I mean, imagine Apothecary Diaries was about astrology. That's what it was back then. Which I was like, oh, huh. You know what I mean? Cool. I never would have thought my two niche interests would ever combine, but here we are. So yeah. But Giving Your Goodfoot says, sure, I'll email it. It's a great book on astrology transits, and I think the astrology-based album would be super dope. What's cool if you do like that, there's a guy named, what was his name? I think it's Xavier or something. It's on my like electronic playlist. But there is a really dope astrology-based album that I like. It's all electronic music. But I found it way before I got into astrology. I've just always liked it. And then it's, kind of foreshadowing to today. Where is it? My bad, y'all. I know I'm jumping around so much. I'll just look up. I remember the name started with an X, but I can't find it. No. Where's my electronic playlist? Oh, oh my God, I found it. Get up on your good foot. The person's name is Van Griffin. Add it to my listen later, just so I don't ever forget this ever again. But yeah, XAN Griffin. It's a whole like electronic album based on the Zodiac. It's pretty sick. The song Cancer is like banging. But yeah, it's like super like, I don't know. But Get Up on Your Good Foot also says Jaguar is a really good anime up your alley. It's based on 12th century, I think, Iran and Mongolia. Oh! When I watch the VOD, look up Jad Ugar. That sounds super sick. Yeah, I'd be super into that. Yeah, I've been getting super into like literally all that stuff. It's like my current special interest. Not even gonna lie. So I think I can throw these away. So I can put the little like shocked face emoji. Yeah. But yeah, I've been learning all kinds of songs like that. The Tinkergrass says, have you heard of the Man on the Sixers song for LeBron James? I think I have. I think I heard it on what's it called? Instagram Reels. Low key, I've been really into the not really into it, but there's one song, you know, I don't know, maybe it's because my Instagram feed's all messed up, but I hope it's not rude to say, but there's this one song I've been seeing on Instagram Reels where it's like a rapper, and he's like, I got me a white girl, she looked like Ariana Grande. I got me an Asian girl, she looked like Ariana Grande. I've even seen that Instagram Reel. It's comedy, but yeah. But that's my latest favorite like funny rap song I've listened to. But yeah, I heard Man of the Sixers, LeBron James one. Oh wait, actually I want, this one's broken. I want this one actually. And Get Up and Griffin says, wait, Lamar, you're from Long Beach? You're actually local. So yes, but I live in Phoenix, Arizona now. I could afford Long Beach no more. I got gentrified out of Long Beach. Get up in your good foot, not gonna lie. Brookhouse Little Arabian Anaheim has some god tier Arab restaurants or grocers. Yes, dude. Have you ever been to? Have you been to Sababa in like Garden Grove, dude? Sababa is like my favorite. It's like a Palestinian pita place. It's so good. A Palestinian falafel place. It's crazy. And Zaku says, haha, I seen that shit the other day. I almost sent you on Instagram. I remember your Instagram had to set it so no one could DM your ass. Yeah, my bad. My bad about that. Yeah, like no shade to anybody, but yeah, it's just because I kept getting like people sending me like every Godzilla meme ever. You know what I mean? So I was like, email it to me, please. I give it go. It says ball knower. Yeah, no, but Sababa is ridiculously dang. All right, cool. TR says, do you like football / soccer? Yeah, soccer's cool. I used to be a goalie when I was a kid. I used to be a goalie. That was super dope. I was good as hell too. I think I won like best goalie the one year I played soccer. I was like, hey, yeah. And Skyr says, as far as my lyrics go, I definitely enjoy rest in peace my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, that one I love that one too, and it was like going viral. I feel bad for those artists though, because like they make hella good like viral songs and you go listen to like the other stuff, and sometimes it's like, I don't know, I'm the kind of person, because I like music so much, I'll like go and like if I like your funny song, I'll go listen to your real stuff. But like I feel bad for my buddies that'll like go viral making funny stuff and like they have a really hard time getting people to listen to like their actual music. And like, you know, I think all music, even funny music, is actual music. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like they stuff they want you to listen to. Because like Instagram doesn't want to promote your music for you, you know what I mean? It's kind of sad. But yeah, Gabriel Griffin says, it's so sad our gentrification really is killing SoCal. Most people I grew up with had to leave. I can only afford it because I live at home. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, even my mom sometimes has like a hard time finding places. She lives out in Mobile, dude. everything's so expensive. It's like crazy. And Rampage says, you watch soccer too? I don't really watch it. In TR, I don't follow any teams. My bad. But I used to play when I was a kid. But I kept up with the World Cup. But yeah, I have a lot of friends that like I couldn't properly talk soccer because I have some buddies that like low key were like semi-pro in Egypt back in the day and stuff like that. So like they'll keep me in the loop. Like I know by association I'm a Manchester United fan, but yeah. And Get Up On Your Good Foot says, did you ever hear the infamous trying to fuck Megatron song? No, I have not. Actually, I might have. But yeah, not top of my head, I can't remember. And Tankgrass says, I gotta go. I'll see your stream on Sunday. Sick, Tankgrass. I'll see you then, dude. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And enjoy the rest of your day, dude. All right. We got that done. Yeah, there's another one that I saw that's been going viral that I really liked. I remember listening to the guy's album. His name was Elmer. It was another funny Instagram reel that's been popping up. In my email with a PDF, also send a song. Sick. Heck yeah. Also, Get Up On Your Good Foot. Are you sending me Planets in Transit by Robert Hand? That's what it's called, right? I always forget which author wrote what. But I think you're sending me Planets in Transit, huh? And I know the producer in the original video reacting to it. Oh, that's cool. Heck yeah. Shit, power flickering. Oh no. I'm sorry, who is it? Stay safe, please. Please. You have Plants to Transit? Okay, cool. Actually, low-key, I was looking for Plants to Transit, so thank you, good. I appreciate it. If you want, we could trade books. Would you like a book? I could send you a book in response. I can send you Valens if you can handle it. Valens is pretty brutal though. Oh shit, y'all! I got an email. They're hiring for software engineers for Amazon. After I just finished talking about my traumatic experiences in tech, might be time to jump in. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And who's this? I didn't get to charge my phone. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. No. I hope we're able to yawn. Skyer. Drama round 2, let's go. That's comedy. But yeah, who is it? I hope you're able to what's it called? I hope the power can stay on just for like 30 seconds so you can get the what's it called? Get your phone charged a little bit. And here we go. I'm down. Get Up On Your Good Foot says, I'd love to receive a book back. I want to learn Vedic. All right, sick. I don't have any Vedic books. I'll send you Valens. Because Valens has been super handy. It's hard to read though. But I don't know. But I'll send it over. It was like a really good book, especially for like I found out Get Up On Your Good Foot, if you have Mercury Venus conjunction, it's like Valens calls it like the artist conjunction because it's about like translating art into like and communicating it, so they call it like the artist conjunction. So now whenever I see a friend, like I notice all of my artist friends all have that same conjunction or like a good co-presence of that. I'm like, oh, you got the Valens musician conjunction. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. But just a forewarning, the book is like brutal. It's like, oh, your Mars is in the 6th house? Maybe you get eaten by dogs. What? So like brutal for no reason. But Zaku says, better go get a piss cup. I know, for real. Jumping back into all this trauma, dude. And who is it says if it doesn't, I'm putting down 2K for a generator in the future. Yeah, that or low key, who is it? I don't know if I can show it to you. The coolest thing I think I ever bought is they have these. Oh my god, my cats. But so what's trippy? Who is it? Is they have power banks now that dead ass have like full-sized outlets on them. You can't see it right there. But yeah, damn, my cats are listening in dust. What the heck? What are they doing? But yeah, they have power banks now with full-sized outlets on them. If you could, I'm trying to. It's all black, so you can't see it. But there's a full-size outlet on here. And what's trippy is that when you turn it on, like there's an actual motor generator inside that uses like what you charged, and it runs a motor to then power like an actual plug. So you can look at one of these. I think this was like $60. It wasn't too bad, and they'll be able to like use it to like power like actual lights. So that way you don't have to spend $2,000. Because I mean, if it's a tornado, I assume you wouldn't need like a generator for. Well, I don't know. I don't live in the South. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. Just throwing that option out there. And Deborah says, I was curious if stuff like that existed at school. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, when I Googled it, now they found it. I was like, yes. Hey.
New merch order from August.
Thank you, August. If you're watching, let me know. I'll pack it right now. I appreciate you, August. But like Get Up and Goodfoot says, I have a Capricorn stellium in Mars, Venus, Mercury in the second house. 6. So that means you are a Sag rising. Cool. That's super dope. That means you're probably making money, dude. You got the exalted Mars, Venus and Capricorn's got the triplicity dignity, and I think Mercury's air. But still, like having a Mercury, said, yeah, you know how to. You're really serious about making money. That's for sure. Get my money. Or, funnily enough, Give Me a Good Foot is really into eating food. They might be a crazy good chef. Second house sometimes just has to do with food for some reason. Yep, see, I told you, Get Over Your Foot always been in my bag. Doing 60+ hour work weeks. Yeah, that's the type of shit you do when you got exalted Mars in your second house. That's crazy. That's cool, heck yeah. If I could ask, where's your Jupiter? Where's your ascendant ruler? And do you have a stellium? Yeah, I have a Cancer stellium in the 7th. So I have Sun, Venus, and Mercury in Cancer in the 7th. Jupiter in Aquarius. So in the 3rd house. Oh, you're also hey, that's cool. You have my the Capricorn rising. I have Saturn in the 3rd. So we both have our ascendant ruler in the 3rd. That's cool. That's super sick. And that means, yeah. All right, I'm not to get too. Let me stop. Let me stop. But that's cool. That means you have like lots of local friends, right? Not to assume, but since I know you mentioned drag queens, are you in like a lot of like LGBTQ spaces with the Aquarius? My bad, y'all. Everyone else watching, you're watching. My special interest has been activated. We'll see if I'm right, though. And definitely, you're also a fellow. Okay, so I think I got it right with the LGBTQ spaces. You're also a fellow Moon Aries, so you understand how that feels? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm nosy, so I do find myself making friends in every subculture community, yeah. Especially like I'm a Sun Sag. I want to openly challenge Groovy to have a stream just one day where he doesn't apologize for anything. I know, Zoc, I need to. I have been working on it though. I've been working on it. I actually brought it up with my therapist. I'm like, Zoc told me to stop apologizing all the time. I deadass brought it up. And your sun and Sag, get up and go foot. Is your sun above or below your ascendant? So are you a day chart or a night chart? Who's it says it's cool. Sometimes the interest kicks in and then no one will stop you. Exactly, Who's it? That's right. That's what happens to me like every time. I'm glad you feel me. Zoc says, or I could just make it a drinking game and take a shot every time you apologize or something. He'll be in the ER. Oh no. I think if you were doing that as a drinking game, I think I could try to tone it down because I wouldn't. Because the Who is its point, I think you would end up in ER. I put these all in backwards. But yeah, I did it upside down. But Get Up in Your Good Foot says, and Brother said lol to the ER. But Get Up in Your Good Foot says, by day chart, night chart, do you mean when I was born? I was born in the morning. Oh well, so like I guess if you don't mind me asking, what degree is your ascendant versus your sun? Because you could be born in the morning, but like day chart means the sun's above your ascendant. So like if you draw the line across, if the sun's above, it like means all kinds of crazy. It like means all kinds of crazy stuff. Because like I would, if I knew if you were a day chart, I would be able to understand how beneficial your Jupiter is. But you know, and you know if you're in Phoenix, there's a huge body modification scene over there. You could do human suspension and get whatever mod you want close by. Yeah, that's actually one thing I haven't done. I'm actually completely no tattoos, no piercings. It's something that I've been open to, especially now that I'm like doing music for real time. I don't have to ever worry about you can't have that tattoo. In fact, it probably would help my music if I had tattoos and stuff, because then I would look more artsy. But I don't know. I also don't like needles. I'm a bit of a baby. But Rosa says, I have a habit where I think too much, but I guess that's the best one. Yeah, Roses. No, definitely. Yeah, I say thank you a lot. I say thank you a lot. But it did hit a point where I had to slow it down a little bit because I had a friend that was like, you say thank you too much. I can't tell if it's genuine or not. And I was like, ooh. So yeah. But it is better than saying, oh, sorry too much, I think. Or apologizing too much. And yo, Logan, what up? Yo, the goat is live. What's up, Logan? How you doing? How you feeling? Yeah, the Gabriel says, oh, gotcha on it? Okay, sick. And I have a tongue split and a collarbone implants. Steve Harworth did mine. He's great. I'm an engineer, so it's never been an issue. Oh, cool. Sick. Yeah, I used to be what's it called? Software engineer as well. That's cool. But yeah, that's so cool. You got a tongue split? I've never seen one in person. That's cool. And exactly why I freeze up when the opportunity comes. I'm just that grateful. Yeah, no, same. I don't know, because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like when you don't come from much, anything you're grateful for. You probably feel me on that, Roses, but yeah, when you don't come from much, you're like, you give out. Literally, I swear, yesterday, when I dropped off orders, or the day before yesterday, yesterday when I dropped off orders, this one person was on the phone, this one, woman. I think she was, maybe a senior in college, she looked that old. But I was holding a bunch of stuff, right, because I was carrying out the orders. And she held the door open for me, and I was almost I think I love you. I can't believe you did that. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? I was like, I think I just fell in love with you. You know what I mean? You were willing to help me with that? That's crazy. And not hey, I'm a dude, give me attention. But genuinely, I am so grateful. Please, can we spend the rest of our lives together? Can we be best friends even? You know what I mean? Rosen said, yes, I get that, Lamau. And Gilbert Goodfoot says, Sun 16 degrees, Sag rising 5 degree. Sag, yes. So yeah, so you're a day chart because the sun is above the ascendant. Wait, no, it's below. Because yeah, the ascendant moves. Yeah, so it's below. So you're a night chart. My bad. If I saw a picture, I can get you. But you're a night chart because essentially like the ascendant moves like this. It's like so it's like this ascendant's right here, but the sun's still. So it was rising. So you were born like probably like 4 or 5 in the morning, right? Because the sun doesn't peak over the horizon until about like 6 or something like that. So like early in the morning. So because of that, Venus is Logan. I have no clue what that means. Yeah, my bad. Get up on your good foot. Activated my special interest. But because of that, Venus actually is the better benefic in your chart, but Jupiter still gives you blessings. But that's cool. And yeah, Saturn will be the planet that is more demanding in your life or more challenging. But yeah, so that Mars, so what's good about that is that Mars, your Capricorn stellium Mars, that Mars actually is more beneficial because Mars likes night charts. So that's why the Mars is more productive. Rather than Mars like taking all your money away from the second house, it's exalted and it's in the sector favor. So that's why you're getting that money, Goodfoot. Because if you were born just, I guess, an hour later, Mars would be taking the money away. Probably still productive because it's exalted, but it still would be that. But Logan says, I'm doing good. Almost done with a thing I built for my label site where the artists submit their music and stuff. Oh, sick. Heck yeah. Did it earlier, but I made it because I feel you on that. I've had to remake a bunch of stuff. So much of the balloon stuff I had to remake, Logan. It was kind of crazy. But I have no clue what that means. I was born 357 though, I think. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, knowing your birth time's kind of lit. I don't know, you'll probably eventually meet someone who's like, hey, what time were you born? I don't know. When they ask you that, then you know things are getting serious. And Logan says Venus, like ruled by Venus, screaming the galaxy reference. I know, right? That's actually low key. I wasn't into astrology as much. When I what's it called? Made Groovy the Galaxy, I still did that just because I thought it was a sick name. I've always been into like space and stuff. Like I think I mentioned that since a kid. I was like, I love space. I even went to technically like a NASA certified elementary school, low key. It's super random going out there. But what's it called? But I understood enough about astrology to know that like, so the song was like in the English parts are like, say you love me, and I knew like Venus meant love from because Navi taught me that. So that was a cool name because I was trying to make all the song names be like space themed to kind of like fit the narrative. So I knew just enough astrology to be like, I should name that song Ruled by Venus. So yeah. But now looking back on it, I was like, yo, now that I know everything that I know, I'm like, yo, I was spitting. You know what I mean? So yeah. But get up on your good foot. Wow. Yeah. Oh, if it means anything, Logan, yeah, if you ever get bored, all the song titles are all space references. So like Web of Roses is like based on the Webb telescope. Like Andromeda's a galaxy name. Outer Space Date, it's kind of obvious. It's another one. No Oxygen because there's no oxygen in space. Like they're all space references, which I'm sure you probably caught on to, but yeah. But there's ever one that you're like, huh? Like Google it because there is the space reference in there. Oh, and Andromeda too. It's based on both the galaxy Andromeda, but also like if you look up like the Greek story of Andromeda, like that, I feel like the song matched that too. On top of that, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But Gilbert Griffith says, "Wow, I can't wait to read the book you sent." Yeah, it's a warning. It's really brutal. I might send you just the other one then. But what song of yours is your favorite? "Do You Love Me Too" is my favorite song that I've made. Every time it comes on, I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, you ever seen the video of where they drop Family Ties like Kendrick Lamar and BB King, and the whole crowd's always like, ah! That's how I am whenever my own song "Do You Love Me Too" comes on. That's my Family Ties for myself personally. And Logan says Planet X is the only one that confused me. So it's actually funny because we were talking about Pluto earlier. So going back to the astrology. Oh, you figured out the second lesson? Okay, yeah. But yeah, I guess for everyone else, But I named the song Planet X, going back to the astronomy of it all, because Pluto was supposed to be the planet that was pulling on Neptune gravity-wise, but they eventually learned, oh, Pluto's not, so they demoted to dwarf planet, and Planet X is what they call the planet they've been looking for, that it's supposed to be pulling on Neptune. So it was like, you know, it's like this unknown force that's pulling on Neptune that they know is a planet, but they just call it Planet X. So people are looking for Planet X until they find it, then they'll actually name it. And Get Up on Your Good Foot says, nah, give me the hard read. I love when astrology is blind. Okay, cool. But I'm just letting you know, it'll say, like, just take it with a huge grain of salt, because some of the stuff it'll tell you is like, oh, you got Mars in the second house? That means you're going to be robbed and murdered on the street. And it's like, what? So some of it's like way over the top for no reason. But the reason why they do that is because they're trying to like give you the most extreme version of it, so then you can then tone it down in your head. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's how they talked back then. Oh, Cherry Cola, what up? We were just talking about drag queens. You like drag? I mean, I'm sorry, Cherry Cola, if you don't, but I feel so bad. But I feel like we've talked about drag queens before, right? But hello, Cherry Cola. How's your Tuesday? Yep, I knew it, Cherry Cola. Yeah. I got you on the stretch, and I'm stretching right now for you. Now I'll drink some stuff. Cherry Cola says drag queens. Yeah, Get Up on Your Good Foot was talking about drag queens earlier. But Logan says, working on a Minecraft launcher with my company. I don't know what album I should listen to in the background. Logan, there's an artist called Yet Sound System. So YET Sound System. And they have a super sick album that came out. It's very Pizza Hotline inspired. You should listen to that. It's hella good. Great work in music too. And Logan says, I'll probably watch the whole stream before that. Okay, sick. Well, thank you, dude. And you ever seen that Eastern versus Western astrology meme? I probably have Get Up Your Good Foot, but not that I could remember off the top of my head. Yeah, Get Up Your Good Foot says, I remember my friends, put on a show once. It was fun. Oh yeah, a drag show, Roses. Yeah, I've actually, low-key, there was one show I played, funnily enough, that was like half hip-hop beat night, half drag show. I played that. That was pretty cool. It is super, you know, it's pretty cool. I don't like go to a bunch of them myself, but I've been to a couple. I'm like, hey, no, I get it. You know what I mean, I can see why people are into this. It seems like a good time. But Cherry Cola says, my friend's a drag performer. Said hi to Roses. Gilbert Goodfoot says, Cherry, I brought up Delta work on her show, Very Delta. Yeah, Cherry Cola, so if you're looking for more drag show stuff, look up Very Delta. Gilbert Goodfoot was saying. Well, I'm about to use these right now. And am I all caught up? Logan says, I'm subscribed to them on YouTube, but I never actually listen to them aside from autoplay, but they're goated. Okay, sick. Well, you already know. Okay. Well, dang. I don't know what other albums I've been listening to lately that are kind of you wouldn't know. You want to get into Japanese R&B? There's a group called Double. Listen to Double's second album. It's really good. But it's like very 90s R&B. I don't know if you're into that, Logan, but it's another suggestion I can give you. And since it's Japanese, you won't like mix up the lyrics in your head. Because you can't, you know what I mean? But Cherry Cole says, get up. I need to see their performance. Absolutely sick. I'm glad to hear Cherry Cole. I'm glad to hear you're fun. Checking out Very Delta. This is Wing of the Galaxy. Rock Warfare. Boom. Ooh. Oh, I might need to sign more CDs too. Dang. I'll be working till like. You're watching me live, realize I'm gonna be up till like 9 a.m. today. But it's okay, I sleep in so late that it kind of works out. But Logan says, I'm probably gonna listen to YT Sound System, but that Japanese band sounds fire too. Sick. Well, there you go, yeah. But yeah, double super dope. Yeah, maybe get a chance. Cherry Cole says, I'm going to the movies with a friend soon. Oh, what movie are you gonna see? I'm seeing Spider-Man tomorrow. The new Spider-Man. Hey, Spider-Man! Hell yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, no. I mean, you probably won't spoil it, but I won't see it till Sunday. But we can talk about it on Sunday, Cherry Cola, because I'm gonna see it tomorrow. And Logan says, I've listened to 682 songs this week. We're in the last FM. I felt like it was way less. Yeah, dude, we be listening, dude. Like every year that Spotify is like, hey, here's your rap. I'm like, dang, I listened to music for like 10 years. Well, I'm like, bro, how did I listen to music for 10 years? It's only been 1 year. Those be telling you stats that like don't even make sense. Hey, how the hell? What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking wrong. That's what's going on. I'm goofing. And here we go. Oh, Sam, dude, what up? No way. Hi, Sam, how you doing? Thank you for the birthday wishes, dog. How's the game going, dude? I keep up with Mech Tech, man. I'm always like, that's my guy. How you doing, dude? And Logan says, I'm seeing Spider-Man this Friday with next Tuesday. T-Mobile Tuesdays, $5 bills. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Friday was my friend. I'm seeing it August 2nd, Cherry Cola. Is that going to be... Oh, on Sunday. Sick. Heck yeah. Let's go. Yeah, honestly, I haven't watched any of the other Spider-Mans. I mean, whoa. I haven't seen the other new Spider-Mans is what I'm trying to say. My bad. Completely misspoke there. But yeah, like, so I didn't see No Way Home, I think, or whatever the last Spider-Man was. I've seen the first two Tom Holland ones, and I missed the next two. Or maybe I missed one, and I'm going to see this one, so yeah. And Cherry Gold says, only $5 with a T-Mobile news. That's sick, dude. That's cool, your mom's giving you her code. And Sam says, on that grind, batching my packets to produce load in the server. Hey, that's what's up, dude. Heck yeah. Hey, getting on that game development grind. That's sick. That's cool, you know, server-side code, though. I never actually looked into like how to write like game dev server. It was like something I always like wanted to do and understand, but I just never crossed that bridge. And Logan says, W mom, bro. Yeah, no, for real. Shouts out to mom, dude. Yo, Sam. How could you? Sam says they sold their 3DS a decade ago, but this week my friends convinced me to buy a used one to hack. Nature is healing, dude. It really is. Hope all's well with you, friend. No, it is, dude. I'm chilling. My birthday was pretty awesome. Is my 3DS here? I think I still have all my three. I don't think I have. I ended up selling the one that we both bought like when we were kids. Which is crazy to say out loud. Because I ended up upgrading to a new 3DS XL, which I still have, and then ended up buying like a Black Friday. So I have like two 3DSs technically, Sam. Nah, dude, we were two in it. I couldn't let it go. But I have one that's hacked and one that's legit. So that's cool, dude. Yeah, and everything's good with me. I hope everything's good with you as well, Sam. You almost broke my heart though, dude. I'm messing with you. But yeah. Hashtag Team Aqua, no, for real. Yeah, dude, for real. Oh my god, the flashbacks. The flashbacks of that one forum, dude. Yeah, I got an Aqua one, I remember. But, Logan says, I bought a knockoff iPod that has Bluetooth, USB-C, and works with Rockbox, and bro, it's the best thing I bought. Yeah, dude, I want to get like a hacked iPod too. Yeah, I reposted a thing on my story of this one, like, creator. And she was talking about how she got an iPod, she loves it, and I'm like, dude, I want low key. Especially because my car, not only does it play CDs, but technically it has like an OG iPod hookup. And I was like, maybe I should just buy an iPod, and then not like, I know you've got the USB-C one, but like low key, I kind of want one of the old port because I can plug it in my car directly. And I was like, you know how baller it would be to just Get in my car, pull out the iPod. Oh, dude. That would kind of be crazy. And Rosa says, I'm treasuring my 3DS over prices increasing. Yeah, that's another thing too. That's another thing too. Prices are going up. Like if you have one, you better like hold on to it. Because you might not be able to get another one anytime soon. And Cherry says, my friend loves Spider-Man. So she watched all the Spider-Man movies. She has a collection of different Spider-Man plushes. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, Spider-Man's kind of the best superhero in my opinion. I don't know a single person that doesn't like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's kind of goated. I don't blame her. And Logan says, transfer all the Bandcamp albums I have listened to, so like not the 1900 Live with Sky Cruising, bro, it's amazing. Let me like email you the link and the video on it. Sick. Yeah, that would be fire if I got that. I know, right? Yeah, I'm stoked to see the video, dude. And Rosa says, we need more people to buy 3DS before it gets worse. It's nice to hear the experience. Yeah. Yeah, could it get worse though, Roses? What could make it worse? Like, do you think they're gonna like remove all the homebrew? Because I think Nintendo probably just doesn't care at this point. Like, yeah, whatever. Or focus on the Switch 2. We made our money. You know what I mean? Who is it says phone is charged, power still intact. Glad, hey, congrats on your phone getting charged. I'm happy to hear that. Who is it? But now I got flash flooding. Someone ended. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, living in a South is wild. I'm sorry to hear all these weather things going on. Yeah, hopefully it ends soon. Who is it? Flash flooding. Let's put our powers together. Flash flooding. Stop. Imagine if it worked. Just make a stream where I just stop weather events. To have a superpower or something. But Rosa says no scalpers. And just age makes it expensive. Oh yeah. Okay, I thought you meant like Nintendo would make it worse. Like they were gonna like push out an update one day, be like, no more hacking the 3DS. No more fun. You know what I mean? But yeah, the scalpers are making it worse, yeah. And Cherry Cole says, I never had a console or game system growing up. What? I'm sorry to hear that, Cherry Cole. That's a bummer. I mean, it's never too late to go back. Like I saw the other day, I watched a YouTube video, someone had a Game Boy Advance. Like you can always just, buy one today and check it out. Use it in your free time. And Rosa says, especially demand. Oh yeah, since it's so easy to hack, people just all they do. Yeah, I think there's more nostalgia for the 3DS than there is, but like low key, if I'm not mistaken, the PSP kind of made low key better. Low key PSP better though. So yeah, throwing that out there. I think it's like just as powerful, if not more powerful, and it's just as portable. Games just as good. Cherry Cola says true. Yeah, exactly. Like get a Game Boy Advance on eBay or something, you'd be chilling. And for those, you just need a flash card. You don't need to hack it. You just buy a flash card. Rosa says, gas. Low fair take, yeah. When it comes to like a hacked portable Sam Master unsubscribing. Oh, dude, I know. I'm sorry. I don't know. As much as I love my 3DS, the 3DS, but in terms of retro console hacking, and as a grown man, PSP low-key better. Because you can play movies. I mean, you can with a 3DS too, technically, but I don't know. It's an all around, like, in terms of like a mobile media player that plays sick games in 2026. And the PSP is more slim, it can fit a little bit, it's a little more small. It's less thick. You know what I mean? I don't know. But Cherry Cole says, I might buy myself a Switch when I get a job. Oh, that'd be sick, heck yeah. That'd be super dope. You can hack Switches too, it's just, I wish they had a cold boot export for them. They don't got a cold boot, dude. I guess you can get like the mod chip, but I don't know. And everybody says, I'm biased, I love 3DS and DS games, so yeah, that's true. That's the one thing is that, what they called. Nintendo does what what's it called? You know the Genesis does what Nintendo don't? What's the opposite of like every other company doesn't do what Nintendo does? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a funny. I couldn't think of a joke. My bad. But yeah, you can't have Mario 3D Land on the PSP. That is a good point. And Logan says I sent you the links and stuff for the video. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it, dog. Yeah, I'll check it out. I think I probably gonna check my email tomorrow, so I'll catch it tomorrow. And I'll check it out then. And Sam says resubscribe. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you. I redeemed myself. But yeah, so also Sam, I have 2 3DSs, but I have a PSP Go that I got before they like jacked up in price like way back. And there was a hot second where I was like on a train when I was working in like tech in Silicon Valley, just playing Japanese English patches of like Gundam games. I was like the weird guy on the train. But yeah, PSP Go is pretty lit, dude, I'm not gonna lie. And it slides. It's super Y2K, dog. But look at that, about the iPod thing on my first paycheck, buying cool stuff with an infinite happiness. No, it really is, dude. Heck yeah. Actually, it works for a little bit. Because I'm gonna sound super, don't cancel me, but back when I had money, there was a point where I like made enough working in tech that like I had every little goofy thing that I wanted, you know what I mean? So because of that, like after a while, you kind of run out of stuff to buy. Especially because I don't know, kind of like not that I'm like, oh my god, I was like so rich about everything, but just when you grow up like low income, you kind of don't really, you realize you don't actually want that much stuff actually. If that makes sense. Like you just want the stuff that you couldn't get as a kid, and then like everything else is coming in, you're like, oh, okay. That makes sense? I don't know. So it's less of like I had everything. It was more just like, oh, I realized how much I didn't actually want. I just wanted stuff that I just couldn't. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. You might get what I'm saying. But Sam says PSP Go seemed dope. Never saw one IRL. Yeah, they are super dope. I mean, well, you said I'll show it to you. I was like, wait, that's not in real life still. But yeah, they didn't sell well because like PSP Go came out at the very end of the PSP life cycle. So they're kind of low key rare, and now they're like super mega expensive. But I got mine right before like they jacked up in prices. So yeah, like about a year ago or something. No, like 1 year ago, like back in like 2018, I think. So yeah. And oh, there's an AI ad. I'm sorry, Cherry Cola. Meta ad trying to. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Probably because it listens to us talk about AI so much on the stream. It's like, oh, these people must love AI. No, we are not your target audience. Stop. And Rosa says, oh god, the Meta AI ad. Yes, I'm not giving to the AI crap from them. Who is it says? Dang. But Rampage says, SXOS mod, but once Nintendo finds you, you're a done deal. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've been on Switch 2, but if it's hackable, I'll buy it. Everyone knows that it's hackable. I'm being so naive. No worries, Rampage, you're chilling. But yeah, I know about the SXOX mod. I know you're talking about Rampage. Cherry Cole says the Meta glasses are evil and you can't convince me otherwise. Yeah, they kind of are evil. As much as I like the idea of them, but just to see, people immediately started like removing the lights on them and stuff like that, and I don't know, just started using them to do like the prank content and stuff like that, and secretly record people. Yeah, I feel like if the world was perfect, we could have them, but I think we as a people are not ready for the Meta glasses. We're too irresponsible. And Meta probably shouldn't be making them ethically. Logan says, yeah, true. I mean, I won't buy all that, and just things to give me joy. For some things, I could probably get an AIM Thor and build a PC and then focus on saving your college and house. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the AIM Thor is pretty cool. Simply Dale was always talking about those. And building a PC that's a business investment, man. You know what I mean? So you're alright. Cherry Cole says, I hate Meta. I ain't. No, I feel you. On that. Logan says, all I know is I gotta move to Japan for my job. Wahaha. Recreate the So Groovy cover IRL. Dude, if you recreate it, that'd be super sick. I'd be honored. Yeah, I need to go back to Japan just so I could do it again. That post would go crazy. I already know it would go crazy. But who's it says, no worry, Cherry, no one's convinced you. Heck yeah. These people who use the glasses right are legends. From us telling, some people telling they're recording. Oh, that's legend behavior for sure. Yeah, someone had the glasses and was like, hey, look, I'm recording, guys. My bad. I'd be like, dude, you're a real one. Yeah, putting Kardashian's voice on it is weirder. That is weird. But what else is going on? What else is going on actually? Did y'all see that St. Pepsi's going on tour with Toki? That's super sick. I was like, yo. I'm so happy for Ryan to be going on tour. Toki has like collected all the Future Funk legends, like the Thanos glove of Future Funk. Yeah, you know what I mean? Every Future Funk legends play the Toki at this point. But yeah. Did any of y'all listen to the new Charlie XCX album? Any thoughts? Well, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I super want to. I don't know. I've seen St. Pepsi play a handful of times. They're like my favorite. They're my favorite live. Because I do like Mariah Carey Future Funk flips. They're so sick, dude. And Logan says the only Kardashian's voice I'd put on it is Kanye West Kardashian. Lamau. But yeah, the new Charlie XCX album, I like most of the singles, and the rest is not my cup of tea. I was actually not disappointed because the songs that are good are really good. Like especially the song Camera, the lyrics on it, I'm like, yo, Charlie, why'd you write a song about me? This is crazy. This is kind of crazy. And Logan says, I didn't listen to the Charlie album yet, even though I have a Brat Cash App card. That's funny. Hell yeah. And Cherry Cole says, the ad was kind of a jab at us AI haters because it started off by saying that some people think that AI is pushing us apart or something like that. Oh, that's wild, yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know, I feel like all the AI marketing money is starting to get on the offensive. Because y'all see the thing that like the Grammy guy was like, every musician is using AI right now. Every single one. I go into the studio every day and they always pull up Suno. Every time. And you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, who paid you to say that? You know, you ain't been to my studio. You know what I mean? So I think they're starting to like, I mean, yeah, they have so much money. I'm sure they're paying people, like just random people. Yo, here's 10K. Go, if anyone ever asks you about AI, say you're dumb if you don't pay for it. Yeah, I mean, so I think they're just running everything like a huge loss. So yeah, so I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it, Cherry Cola. I mean, you don't, but yeah, just throwing it out there. They're playing mind games right now, I think. And Rose says, I remember an AI ad that felt like propaganda that made me uncomfortable. Exactly, yeah, I think they're going full on propaganda mode, Roses. They are on the offensive. They were trying to, probably soon to be like, if you vote against a data center, you're, I don't know, something like that. They're going to start doing ads like that, I bet. If you vote against this data center, then you're actually, I don't know what that would say. You support racism or something. They're gonna try to make some crazy claim like that. Watch. They're like, data centers are good for diversity or something goofy. We'll try to find some way to make people like, I don't know. Anyways, let me just stop before I say something out of context that sounds crazy. Look, it says we should fill the Grand Canyon with Jello and put a data center on top of it, or something like that. Yeah, I saw that same meme too. And then Cherry Cole says Charlie XX was my childhood, her older songs. Yeah. Yeah, I think I went back and listened to. Well, no, I haven't. I don't know. I've kind of low key been like a Charlie XX fan for a while. I just never dug through her whole discography. Well, no, actually, I like all of her newer stuff, like post AG Cook, like Boom Clap and stuff like that. Like her pop stuff, I was always like, eh. But like all of her like hyper pop stuff, like Vroom Vroom, and I'm like, yo, now we're talking. But Sam says, yeah, I saw a data center propaganda video due to an upcoming city council vote on one. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. It's crazy too, because if I'm not mistaken, like I watch a lot of like economics videos. Like my special interests are like astrology, economy, Islamic Empire. Those are like my 3 special interests right now. Yeah, I guess in music business, but that's kind of like more work. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the data center things they're trying to build and get approval for, they're like they don't even have the money to like actually follow through to like do it. So it's kind of weird they're like trying to build so many, because they're like kind of like, hey, you guys don't really have the money to like follow through on this. So they're trying to like make a bunch of data centers, but they haven't even like got the money for it yet. So it's like kind of weird. I don't know. Lots of goofiness is afoot when it comes to the data centers. Watch them how many works on YouTube. Watch them economic explain. You'll be like, yeah, wait a minute. I don't know. They don't even have the money for this yet. Sam says, it was a handsome, smiling farmer who was really happy about how little water the data center used. That's wild, yeah. And it's crazy too, because it's like, those videos are like so obviously like wrong. Like, who believes this? It's like, sadly, people do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear they're running data center ads in your town, Sam. Or maybe not your town, but you know what I mean? Wherever you may be these days. Richard Cole says that she was my childhood without me realizing she was my childhood. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like, that's how I feel about Star Wars. I didn't realize how much of a Star Wars fan I was, because to me it was just normal. You know what I mean? Until one day I was like, wait a minute, you haven't seen every Star Wars movie? Like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Logan says, switching to YouTube, my phone is 3%. All right, sick, yeah, for sure. Yeah, every adult in my life was like, you need to sit down and watch all the Star Wars with me. And make sure you're raised right. I randomly looked over at her past songs, only realized I only know this song. Oh, I mean, Cherry Cola. I only know those songs. I feel it, yeah. That be happening. Same with Sabrina Carpenter. And Logan, I never watched Star Wars. What do you mean, bro? No, Logan. You gotta watch Star Wars, man. You gotta watch Star Wars. I mean, you don't have to. It might just be more of like a 90s kid thing. So it might be like a generational thing that maybe like just, I don't know, but. Give her. I know my favorite song is playing, dude. I know. As soon as it came on, I was like, hell yeah, low key in my head. But yeah, maybe it's like a generational thing then. Well, I know people my age, if you don't watch Star Wars, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. In fact, in college, one of my buddies hadn't seen Star Wars, and we like, my entire dorm made him sit down and watch Star Wars, like every movie. Because we were like, what do you mean you haven't watched Star Wars? We made like a whole event. But yeah, maybe it's like a generational thing. I don't know. But Cherry Cole says, never watched Star Wars either. Rampage says, I like TV3PO at most of all the characters. For some reason, I identified with him. It's because he spoke all kinds of languages. What about you? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what character I identify with Obi-Wan, not gonna lie. Because I deadass literally exiled myself to the desert. Like literally, they filmed Tatooine like a couple miles, like not well, a couple of like oh my god, an hour drive from me. So I literally moved to Tatooine just like Obi-Wan did. Obi-Wan's my yeah. That's who I identify with. Rose says Star Wars is cool. That sounded fun. My friend was. We found out I was slacking. Oh, that's funny. Your friend also did it to you, Roses. But yeah, Star Wars is super cool. Who says I stopped watching after 7? Yeah, I stopped watching after 7 too. Because then it's no longer like canon. At that point, it's like Disney was like, let's go print some money real quick. Actually, no, I watched 7, Rogue One, 8, and 9. But 9 made me so mad. I like never wanted to watch a Star Wars movie ever. I haven't watched anything Star Wars since 9. I was like, this is. What did they do to my favorite series? You know what I mean? And Logan says I went to go see Ninja Turtles with my dad because it came on his birthday. The TMNT montage. That's sick, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, Turtles is sick too, dude. And Sam says, I think I've made my girlfriend watch the original trilogy. Oh, made every one of my girlfriends watch the original trilogy. That's sick. Sam, you're a real one. You're a real one, dude. Heck yeah. That's how you do it. It's I introduced my wife to Andor before any other Star Wars stuff. That's sick. Not feel it, dude. But dude, you are the realest one. Yo, if we're gonna date, you need to watch Star Wars. I love that, dude. And the TMNT montage was only at Regal Theaters, Logan says. Sounds weird. And that's chilling, man. That makes sense. And Obi-Wan was one of my favorite characters, Rosa says. Disney introduced one of my favorite characters in the cartoons. In the Star Wars cartoons? Was it Ahsoka? And Sam said, oh yeah, no. Who's it says, I watched episode 8 on TBS once. Once it pissed me off. No, yeah, it's... I don't know, yeah. The Star Wars, the new Star Wars trilogy is like disappointing. Super disappointing. I wanted to like it too, because like Rey's a cool character, but they just, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Sabin Wren from Star Wars Rebels, then they ruined her in a recent show. Oh no! Yeah, see, that's, you know what I mean? Disney giveth and it taketh away at the same time. Playing too many games. Oh, Sam, what up, dude? If you haven't seen the Disney Junior Jedi's Kid Show, it's actually incredible and filled with folklore. I'll check it out, Sam. Thanks for talking about How's Your Tuesday, dude? And Logan says, I remember I made my GitHub profile picture, the halftone dots and semi-transparent, so it changes depending on if you're in dark mode or light mode. Oh, sick, that's cool, dude. I didn't know you could do that. And who it says they killed the extended universe to make their own, but more worse. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Who is it? Y'all, because Disney's trying to print money. That's all I want to do is print money, dude. And Sam said, I just woke up, pulled an all-nighter graveyard shift. That's brutal, dude. Well, good morning. Hope you can make some breakfast at the same time. And Rosa says, my issue with a good chunk of Disney Star Wars shows is that they're obsessed with fixing the sequels. Yeah. They connect something about it. Yeah. Like by sequels, you mean 8 or 7, 8, 9? Or what sequels are we talking? And honestly, I haven't watched any of the Disney shows. I know Mandalorian was good, but I've seen a couple episodes and I was like, it's okay. Yes, those? Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're trying, I don't know. They just don't got that, they just don't got that, like, you know, that sauce. And Sam says, I managed to save a bit and put in an order. Got 6 CDs, a keychain, and a sticker set. Oh my god, thank you so much, Sam. Did you do it just now, or was it like over the birthday sale? They already ship it? Let me see. Yeah, I think I might have already shipped it for you. I think I did. Yeah, let me know, Sam, if I didn't yet. Did you get a tracking link? I think I did. Oh, my bad. Who just says sometimes some sequels aren't meant to be fixed? Yeah. Yeah, I think they should have just like, you know, if you're gonna mess it up, just like let it be messed up. Like, don't try to go back and fix it. Like, just keep it pushing. And Sam says I did it Sunday night. Okay, sick. So, okay, yeah. Well, it should be in here then. I'm gonna ship it. I'll drop it off at the post office for you tomorrow. Not gonna lie, what happened, Sam? Or did I ship it already? Let me see. He said 6 CDs, a sticker pack. I'm trying to check and see if I shipped it for you already. I think I already shipped it for you, Sam. Oh wait, no, I got it. I got it right here. I got it. Well, I don't want to expose your thing, but this is your order, Sam. I'm gonna ship it to you tomorrow, and I wrote you a note so you can read it when it gets there. Yeah, what happened is low key, I needed more CDs. I needed more Still Groovy CDs, but they just came in. So yeah, so thank you so much again, Sam. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot. But yeah, so my plan is after I'm done making more must-shape zeros, my plan was to go to the gym and then I'm packing orders, doing my own graveyard shift. All tomorrow. I mean, yeah, all tonight to pack orders. So yeah, you should get a tracking link probably tomorrow morning. And then it'll be in the mail by Wednesday. Or I guess tomorrow. And Gasp, I'm so excited. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad to hear you're excited. Yeah, I'm excited for you to get it too. I'm excited for you to get everything. I hope it shows up. You're like super stoked on it. Yeah, thank you. Rosa says all sequel references only to leave the Han Solo movie be. You knew that was terrible. That's also why I'm so up by what I mentioned. So actually, I always forget about the Han Solo movie. It's weird. I always forget about it because I kind of like the Han Solo movie, low key. I remember like watching it being like, they're not bad. That's my Star Wars hot take. Han Solo movie wasn't that bad. I know people hated it though. I hated everything else, but the Han Solo movie, I was like, you know what? Kind of like this one. Not gonna... That was my my bad taste. Oh, I agree. Hell yeah, Rose. Okay, cool. I'm glad you like it then. Okay. So I know it got like absolutely decimated in the reviews. But Logan says, bro, my GitHub remake keeps getting censored by Automod on here on YouTube. I made it a fake 404 saying we didn't receive a proper request from your browser. Sorry about that. Please try refreshing. In the official contact support links, I think that's why it's censored. Oh, huh. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I feel like YouTube's Automod is like really aggressive. And Rosa says, I agree a little. And it just also came after the mess, so it was unfair. Yeah, it's true. People already kind of had like a bad taste about Star Wars. That's probably what did it. But yeah, I like the Han Solo movie. I was like, yeah. Yeah, keeping it real, when the new trilogy came out, I was dating someone. We were like together for like a long time. But she was also a big Star Wars fan, so we watched like every Star Wars thing as it came out in the theaters together. And I think she didn't like the Han Solo movie, but I was like, it's not bad. And I remember I hated 9. I went to the movie theater like angry. And she was like, oh, like, what if this means this? And I was like, don't even talk to me about this movie. I was so mad. And she was like, you're being mean. And I was like, I'm sorry, I just hated the movie. So yeah. That wasn't like mean, but you know what I mean? Like that, the TLDR of the story is that I didn't like yell or anything, but don't trust it. I was just like, I don't want to talk about this movie. It sucks. So yeah, I want to, you know, Men in Black. I want to Men in Black the fact that I watched the movie out of my brain. All my money back. And Rosa says, I heard from my friend the new Darth Maul show is referencing the end of the movie, but I'm skeptical. Oh yeah, I honestly, at the end of Han Solo, when the Darth Maul reference came in, I was like, because Darth Maul honestly is my favorite Star Wars character. I relate most to Obi-Wan, but my favorite character is Darth Maul. Darth Maul is cool as hell. But Sam says, Rogue One pissed me off too, bro. Yeah. Yeah, Rogue One, I was like, yeah. Rogue One, I was like, it's pretty good. But Sam, the one that like pissed me off was Star Wars Episode 9. It's like the ending of like Rey's trilogy. Oh, yeah, Sam. 8 and 9 pissed me off so much the friend group argued a lot. Well, yeah. Yeah. I didn't like 8. And like it, I was like, ugh, this sucked. And 9, I hated. I was like, never again. Friend group argued a lot. Now I am Zen. Yeah. Yeah, I like the memes that came out of 8. Of the, more! That's a good memes out of it, at least. And Rosa says, you should give the show a watch then. I hear it's cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm super down to, what's it called? I'm down to check out the Darth Maul show. I need to. And who says, don't even remind me of that movie. Yeah. No, I feel it. Yeah, that was really bad. I'll try not to. Who was it? And Sam says, I never even watched that one. Yeah, you're not missing out, Sam. Like, don't take the time. It's not worth it. And Rose says, well, I was over it instantly, but I got the rage. Yeah. No, for me, I was like upset for the rest of the night. It like ruined my whole day. Like, I felt the same way after watching Mighty Supreme as I did Star Wars Episode 9. They both just like ruined my whole day. And Logan says, Loki, I haven't watched any shows or movie in like a couple months. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I guess the only show I watched the last couple months was the Osmosis Jones thing. That Rose was like, yo, Internet Archive. Put on the background, I was like, cool. Nice little flashback. Oh my god. Rose says, I wish it continued. Yeah, the Darth Maul show, or what continued, Roses? My bad. There's a dedicated community still out there? Star Wars? Oh, Osmosis Jones, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yeah, you can tell, Rose, my brain is just, I don't know. I think my headphones, I said it already, but I think my headphones were on too tight or something. But yeah. Yeah, Osmosis Jones, I wish it continued too. Like, I feel like there's a lot of potential in just the idea. But it's because it's technically also teaching you, like, biology a little bit. Like, it's kind of goated education if you think about it. And Logan says, I'm gonna go cook some food. See you, go. Catch you around, Logan. Thanks for stopping by, dog. I appreciate you. And good luck with all the label work you're doing, dog. But another thing is, did y'all see that Jollibee has chicken nuggets now? I was like, yo, I need some Jollibee chicken nuggets. Are you kidding me? Logan says, stay groovy. I got you, Logan. Heck yeah. I'm like, yo, I want some Jollibee chicken nuggets. Roses, I haven't tried Jollibee. Oh, Jollibee's pretty dank. Jollibee's pretty dank. Who says, never had them, they don't exist here. Yeah, so Jollibee is like, it's a Filipino fast food chain. And I don't know, I grew up, I have like a lot of like Filipino homies, so they put me on. It's like, I don't know, Jollibee's pretty dank. But it's like, the menu's kind of funny because like, they sell fried chicken and spaghetti. It's like their menu. But they have like sandwiches and stuff too, but it's like mostly they're known for fried chickens and spaghetti. So yeah. But yeah, like low key, I've gotten to a few discussions with some of the homies, being like, "What's the best fast food chicken place?" And the Filipino homies are always like Jollibee, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, but no, it's Church's." I've gotten into lots of discussions like that before. But Jollibee is definitely top tier fried chicken fast food. Skyer, that's a meal combo I can get behind. Fried chicken and spaghetti. Yeah, I don't know why that's their menu. I think it's because, like, sadly, because you know, like the Philippines kind of got like passed around between like Spain and the U.S. and stuff like that. So I think once the U.S. took over of the Philippines from Spain, and then once they became independent, but like in that U.S. part, they were like, "Yo, we gotta get some U.S. stuff in here," and so yeah, everyone says the spaghetti is also sweet. So I guess for some reason they were like, "American spaghetti, here you go," and they were like, so they would like, and I think like money wise it was like a lot lower income, so they like ended up just chopping up like hot dogs. That's American, right? And they would just put hot dogs in the spaghetti, and they would use. I think Philippines grows bananas naturally. I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn, but so they used to make banana ketchup. So that's why the spaghetti is sweet, because they use like banana ketchup with the spaghetti, I'm pretty sure, and the hot dog, and that's like a Filipino food. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it's like a weird mishmash of like American and like Philippine local stuff. So yeah. Rampage says, "Hell to the yeah, we need to hit them up with some nugs and some sauces, because I just hope it doesn't taste like their chicken." Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, the sauces Jollibee has are pretty good. I need to go to Jollibee. So I haven't gotten fast food in a minute. I've been trying to save money. But I'm trying to get some Jollibee chicken nuggets, let me tell you. Because their chicken is hella good, so I assume the chicken nuggets will be crazy. Who's it said? What? Yeah. Yeah, the banana ketchup they have is like super unique to the Philippines. And people understood it's not for, yeah, it's not for everyone. It's definitely like its own like thing. But like if you're Filipino, it's like, yo, this is it. And who says, "You got me short circuiting up a banana ketchup." Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's like, you know, because like ketchup's just tomatoes and like a bunch of sugar. So I think they like replace some of the sugar with banana, because it's still like the same consistency. So yeah. If I'm mistaken, it's not bad. I'm trying to think if I've had it before, but I'm pretty sure I have. And I was like, oh, it's like, you know, banana ketchup. It's like what it sounds like. So it's pretty good. But yeah. And then other than that, we talked about the iPod. About Kichinada lately. Oh my god, I have to yawn. Oh, my bad. Let's see. What else I've been up to lately that I could share? What else do I want to share? Oh, Ariana Grande's albums come out this. I'm out to eating good, because on Friday, both Ariana Grande's new album comes out, and Domi and JD Beck, they're like one of my favorite jazz groups, they're dropping an album Friday too. I'm like, yo, I'm super hyped. And I got you. I'll stretch for you, Sam. Thank you. Hey. Ugh. But yeah. But oh, you know, it's crazy. Speaking of not liking AI, so OpenAI, what they've been speaking of, like the whole like psyop of it all. So now I go to like the tarot thing on Fridays I've been going to, and that's been a lot of fun. But like I didn't want to like butt in too much, but they were talking about like AI is so scary. They're like doing all these things with it. And it's like it's getting access to like do these things and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to bring it up because I was like, let me take my tinfoil hat off and just like let them talk about it. But yeah, I watched there's a YouTube channel called Wall Street Millennial that talks about, I guess OpenAI did a thing where they put an AI in a sandbox and just told it over the weekend, I want you to like essentially commit cybercrime and like steal a bunch of data. You know what I mean? They let the AI in there and they put it in, like they said, they put it in a sandbox so it couldn't access the internet and like could only do certain things on the internet. But then it magically broke out of the sandbox and actually like ended up like stealing a ton of user data from like a public website. So yeah. And the thing that's really goofy about that is why as you a company would you admit that you committed cybercrime? Like that's a federal offense, dog. You didn't. If that actually happened and it wasn't propaganda, you wouldn't tell anyone that it was you. You wouldn't claim it. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. But to Who's point, the reason why they're admitting it is because it gets people talking about it and they're screaming and stuff like that, right? Right? Because they're not dumb. If they sandboxed it and they didn't want to access the internet, they just wouldn't connect it to the internet. You know what I mean? And if you read like their press release of like, oh, hey, look, our AI committed cybercrime. If you read the press release, it's like, our AI committed cybercrime. If you want to avoid this from happening to you, just buy ChatGPT Pro and help us research and figure out how to stop this in the future. It's like, bro, you totally just committed a federal crime to sell ChatGPT. Like, it wasn't like a oopsie whoopsie. It was a, you know what I mean? It was fucking propaganda, dude. It's crazy. And Hojuku Studios, hey, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How's your Tuesday, Hojuku? But yeah, I don't know. I got 9 years of software engineering experience, so I could speak on this. If you were to sandbox something, you just wouldn't connect to the internet, or you put it in a virtual machine, you would not give it internet access. Like that was your actual goal. Because as soon as you're like, hey, I go do a cybercrime, and you have it connected to the internet, you were asking it to commit cybercrime. Like you weren't like, oh wow, who would have thought? Like you built something to commit cybercrime, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that as like I have 9 years of computer science experience. I got a degree on my wall. It's behind the music. That's my computer science degree. This one over here, that's my degree. And I worked 9 years professionally. The fuck has committed a crime? It wasn't a oopsie whoopsie, it was a crime. And Rosa says, I only believe it because it made me more against AI. Yeah, well, I mean, it should make you more against the companies. Because, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like they gave the kid a gun. They're like, now go shoot this at somebody. Wow, we gotta stop the child gun violence. Like, what? So, yeah. Yeah, Who's says the whole thing was a marketing stunt? Yeah, it was a marketing stunt. And Rosa says, which is funny how that's supposed to be a good thing to spread, because Rosa's keeping it real. It's because they're essentially trying to like hint at other cybersecurity companies like, hey, you should spend $100,000 with us to prevent AI crime from happening to your company. So they're trying to like sell other cybersecurity companies to buy their product. That's why it's a good thing, because it's less about scaring us. It's more about scaring the other business owners that are involved in the cybersecurity. And they use our own fear to blow up the story. So people that actually want to buy ChatGPT, these other business owners, they buy, yeah. I know it sounds like tinfoil hat, but it's not. I swear. This one, I say some tinfoil hat stuff on here sometimes, but this one's not. This one I'll say with my whole chest. So yeah. And Sam says, exactly. Did you see that creepy AI commercial of Chuck Norris? I have not. Yeah, if you're tuning in watch the VOD, look up the creepy AI commercial of Chuck Norris. That's what I'm gonna type in literally into YouTube. Creepy AI commercial of Chuck Norris. See what pops up. Yeah. But yeah, so that kind of was like, bro, what? That like was crazy to me. Because like if it was anyone else that did that, they'd be in jail right now. They'd be in super jail. They'd be in super mega hacker jail. But because it's OpenAI, they're gonna be like, oh, sorry. Because like the sad part is like they genuinely like stole customer information from this other website. And like the website didn't know what was going on, so they had to do like a whole press release of like, hey, here's how we got hacked, yada yada. You know, we're trying to figure out who the hacker was and who was the team behind it. We've already contacted the FBI to figure this out. And OpenAI was like, come buy our product, we did it. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Rosa says, there's a big cool bumblebees in my yard, better than AI. Bees are better than machine. Yeah. Yo, shouts out to all the bees. Shouts out to all the bees. Yeah, speaking of bees, well, I guess not bees, wasps, but right above my house, there's like a couple wasp nests. And I told the exterminator, like, yo, like, can you have an exterminator guy, like, remove these wasp nests right above my door? And the guy came by, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna spray it down. In a couple weeks, just knock them down. And I was like, isn't that your job? Knock them down. Isn't it your job to knock them down? Like, I don't know, I'm not an exterminator, I'm a beekeeper. So I kind of assumed you would knock them down, but okay. But, deadass, they got bigger. The guy sprayed it down, and now the wasp nests are even bigger than they were before. So I'm like, ugh. So I gotta make another apartment thing. It's like, hey, can you have the exterminator like actually solve the problem this time? Because I don't want to get eaten bit by a wasp. I don't want like, because I'd be carrying stuff in my house that's super heavy. I get like stung by a wasp trying to carry stuff in my house. Oh, I gotta sign more CDs. Ugh. Ugh. And Sam says, yeah, don't take no chances with wasps. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't want to take chances with them. Yeah, wasps are mean. Who was it? That's when you buy a few cans of red, take matters in your own hands. Yeah, normally I would, but I don't know. I was more just like, because I don't know. Like, I've had to knock down a wasp nest before. I just wore like 3 jackets and like a mask. You know what I mean? And I did it, but I prefer not to. Especially if there's like a dude that's like job, like has all the actual proper gear to do it. So I think I'm gonna make another maintenance request one more time. See if they'll actually tell the dude this time, like, yo, can you actually like, you know what I mean? Can you actually fix it this time? We'll see. Yeah, I like my apartment, but look, I might have to move just because they don't ever fix anything. I don't know, my washing machine's broken. My AC, I think they fixed it because it stopped leaking. Because the guy came in once and was like, is your AC leaking? I was like, yeah, I like asked you guys to fix it, but you never did. They're like, oh. And like a week later, it just started working. But since I sleep in so late, sometimes I'll just tell them like, yo, you can come in the morning. I'll just be asleep. So then I'll wake up and I'll be like, someone was in here. It's actually kind of scary, but hey. And Who's it says, well, the red option's still there. There's also the gasoline option that only stuns them. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, those videos always creep me out. Or like they'll get like the wasp and just like dunk them in gasoline. And like what really scares me is the fact they'll use just like a tiny plastic cup. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? And Sam says, OMG, our AC was leaking too, flooded the hallway, carpeting ruined the ceiling. Yeah, thankfully, Sam, I had a couple buckets. Because I did buckets for something one day. So I had like these buckets. So it started leaking and it got all over my floor. But I just put like a bucket there. And now I just had a bucket in my apartment for like, since February. So for 5 months, I just have a bucket in my apartment that just collects the AC water that drips. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna go ahead and count how many CDs I need to sign. But yeah, other than that, one thing I think I'm gonna try is I saw this one artist. She made a YouTube video called 9/11 was an inside job, an in-depth analysis how it happened and the CIA's new declassified information. And it's literally has nothing to do with that. It's just a video of her playing this super sick, like Midwest emo instrumental guitar song. And I'm like, yo, I love that idea. And like, if you go on Spotify, I think that's the actual name of the song. Has nothing to do with that at all. But I was like, low key, I'd be down to do that. So I think I might try to, one of these days, name a song that, make a little video for it. Because it says got lure people in somehow. That's what I'm saying, yeah. And honestly, and I clicked on it, I was like, oh, this song is sick. You know what I mean? I wasn't even mad. I stayed for the whole thing. And Sam says, that's so funny and creative, you're bound to get clicks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know YouTube is like very like anti-clickbait, but like, I don't know, it's like wholesome clickbait, you know what I mean? I don't know. And like the thumbnail literally is just them sitting with a guitar. So you kind of have a feeling that it's not about the 9/11. Because like, even the picture of like them playing is already on there. It's, I don't know, I think like, I don't know. It's just silly. But yeah, speaking of like another like economics thing that I like to watch is I watched a video on breaking down the economics of why Taylor Swift. Remember when Taylor Swift went on her Eras tour, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Taylor Swift's tour is so big. She like improved the economy of all these cities from her just coming to town." You know what I mean? So you would think the same thing would happen with FIFA in the World Cup, right, in the Olympics, but it doesn't. And I watched a video of like breaking down why that is, why like Taylor Swift can change a local economy, but like FIFA can't. It pretty much came down to the fact that like, because people know the World Cup is going on, they tend to like stop going to downtown. So like they'll like, you know, deadass just leave the city for a weekend because they're trying to like avoid all the World Cup traffic and everything like that. Whereas when Taylor Swift comes to town, it's just like for one night. And so people kind of don't see it coming, you know what I mean? So they end up like going to all the same spots as usual anyways. So that's how they get double the money. And the other thing is too, you know, concerts are at night. So if you're gonna like drive all the way from like across the state to go see Taylor Swift, you kind of have to get in a hotel the same night. Whereas like soccer games happen during the day. So like you still have time to like drive back 2 hours if you really needed to. So because of that, the way a Taylor Swift concert is designed drives more money for the economy. I was like, oh, who would have thought? Like it's a pretty cool music flex. So that's one thing, I don't know, every time I go to a baseball game or something, I'm like, dang. Like, I can imagine an artist being so big they can fill this whole stadium, but like, your local baseball team does it like every Tuesday. You know what I mean? So it's always been like super trippy to me, like how popular sports really are in the grand scheme of things. But I don't know. That's just kind of stuff I'd be thinking about. But then other than that, I talked about the Queen Baron thing. So this is maybe a little brutal to bring up, but actually no, I probably shouldn't bring it up just because I guess well the TLDR I don't know how much I could talk about it, but I got really interested in like the caste system in India. I was trying to learn about that, like how that all works out, and it's pretty brutal. But I feel like it's not my place to talk about it because I'm not from India. But I was watching a bunch of documentaries, so I'm like, man, this is crazy. But I watched a really good video on omakase. You know, like you've all ever had omakase? I've never had it before, but I guess it's like the new way to eat sushi. Well, it's not new, but pretty much, I guess in New York right now, a bunch of omakase places are blowing up, and essentially what it is, essentially it's a like rather than being like I want this sushi roll, I want this sushi roll. It's more that you pay for like $80 up front for like or more than that. Some of them are like $500, where like you get like a specially trained sushi chef who's like, no, I'm making this and it's this way. You know what I mean? Like if you don't like cream cheese, then this ain't for you, because I make cream cheese rolls. So you can't even like ask for things to be modified. But the reason is because I guess like the chef essentially is gonna give you a course, like a bunch of sushi courses of like the freshest, like in their opinion, the best way to experience sushi at this current moment in time, based on all their training and stuff like, you know what I mean? It's like omakase is, and a bunch of places are like blowing up all across New York right now of all these different omakase places. And I guess it's like lots of sushi restaurants are trying to become more omakase because you know, if you have like less of the menu, you got like less fish you got to buy and stuff like that. So it's like a lot more economic, and because it's like an experience, you can charge more for it. The margin's a lot better. Yeah, I was watching a video like breaking down how like a omakase is blowing up, and at the end of it all, I was like, I want to try. But because it's like, you know, $500, crazy price just for like one meal, there's starting to be like more and more affordable versions where they're starting to do like all you can eat omakase, which, you know, the actual Japanese people are like, well, that's not omakase then. You know what I mean? So like they're really starting to like bend what it means to eat omakase sushi, which like, you know, has its pros and cons. But yeah, everyone here's like a sushi nerd. Check it out. And by any chance, did y'all see that some hacker hacked into Kendrick Lamar and what's it called, Drake's YouTube account, and uploaded a bunch, like a couple songs? Like so for Kendrick account, they uploaded like some unreleased Kendrick Lamar song on like officially on his account, which was super sick. But on Drake, they uploaded a song that said, Kendrick is a big weenie meanie. It just like completely making fun of Drake. It was so funny. Who this says, hacker got nothing better to do. I know, for real, yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out that it was AI. OpenAI was like, AI, go break out of the sandbox, and they're gonna make a marketing release about how we hacked Kendrick Lamar's YouTube. Or hacked Drake's YouTube and called Kendrick a meanie weenie. Making me think of that SpongeBob Mrs. Buff Doodle. Yeah, exactly. Big fat. What? Isn't that say big fat meanie? I think it was. I like how like he's like, you think I look like this? And then he pans back over to her and like she's exactly the drawing that he drew. That was comedy. Rose said yes. Rampage says, wifey loved doing omakase in Tokyo. Service was amazing and explained each dish in English in detail. That's sick. You got this sort of high quality feeling around it, if it makes any sense. And it wouldn't exist anymore if it became too common. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, Rampage, is like, that's what the big point of the video was trying to break down, was that like, because they're trying to make it more and more affordable to people, which I think is important, but because they're trying to like, I guess low-key, like, well, let's keep it real. Part of it's affordability to make it more accessible to people. Part of it is because, you know, hey, let me hop in on the newest trend and make some money. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of, you know, double motive ethics. You know what I mean? What's it called? Ethically dubious. They're starting to like water it down almost. Because to your point, Rampage, that's how it should be, is that like, you know, they explain why they chose each dish, and it's like an experience, you know what I mean? It's like if you really like food and sushi, like it's like a, you know, it's worth the money. But yeah, because they're trying to like, to your point, dumb it down. Yeah. But yeah, I want to try it one day. I haven't had it before. Remember, this says, sounds like a tourist trap at this point. Yeah, exactly. It's becoming that. Yeah, restaurants are like crazy business-wise. There's like so many of them. Like, what's wild is that, you know, so I'm doing all my business stuff. It's like wild how many, like, because everyone low-key wants to start a restaurant. Like, I don't know why, but it's like, I think like, I don't just make up numbers, but like most people, they're like, I want to start a business. I'll make a restaurant. Like, seems like the go-to thing people go for. There's like so many like random resources for like starting a restaurant business because it's so common. Like, it's kind of funny because I'm doing all my business stuff. Like, they're like, you don't want to start a restaurant? What are you doing? You know what I mean? And you guys are reminding me my brother wants to impulsively go back to Japan and I can't join him. Oh no, I'm sorry, Roses. Yeah, I want to go back to Japan. I haven't been in so long. Well, I guess I've only been once, so long as in I haven't gone back yet. Skyr says, starting a restaurant is such a bad idea unless you're well off enough that you can bite the loss. But your goal is to speed run bankruptcy. Exactly, yeah. Starting a restaurant is like ridiculously risky, but there's so many resources to start a restaurant. It's weird. Who's this? Or end up on a Gordon Ramsay show? Yeah, Lamau, yeah. Yeah, you definitely should not start a restaurant. But I don't know. Like, if you were to start one, you'd be kind of surprised of like, it's kind of common knowledge that starting a restaurant, like most restaurants fail in the first year because it's tough. But yeah, it definitely is bankruptcy speed run. If you start a restaurant. And Who's says, oh no, Rose says, those tacos are killing me. I'm terribly curious still. Which tacos? Oh, Kalima's? Or what tacos were we talking about? Also, I think, Loki, I think we might start streaming like 2.5 hours each stream. Oh, Japan tacos. Oh yeah, Japan tacos. I do want Japan tacos. I saw an Instagram reel of some dude that like was in like, I think more rural Japan, and then some guy had a taco truck. And he became like, I think he was like a he was like his whole like my bad, this is weird to say, but his whole like brand was like cholo eating food and random across the world. You know what I mean? It was like that was his whole Instagram account. But yeah, so he went to Japan to try some like street tacos, and he was like, "Bro, they got it just right. This is crazy food." You know what I mean? Yeah, I want to try some Japan tacos, and they have Eduardo E. Gomez in like Shibuya. I want to try that really bad. And Sky says no, because like 80% of those restaurants close within a year or two after the show, usually from being too far down the hole by the time they reach out for help. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that's another part too when it comes to like getting help, is like there was like a point of no return in like a business. Because like once you're like stuck in a debt spiral, it's like insanely hard to get out without like major intervention. Oh, this is, I gotta, I have to talk, yeah, my bad. Everyone says that's cool. Yeah, the cholo food guy is super sick. So it says all successful restaurants I've seen have been family run or lucky thanks to the internet. Yeah, that's the thing. To your point, Roses, every time I see a restaurant that's like successful in like a video, it's like, oh, we were struggling, we were just about to close, and then we blew up on TikTok, and now we're fine. So it's like, yeah. I feel like restaurants, sadly, kind of, you know, I mean, that you're kind of like, you have to play the game, dude. You gotta hire like these mega expensive creators to come to your restaurant and like make a video and hope it blows up. Or else you're kind of like out of luck. Or like the restaurant owner themselves has to be really good at making social media videos. Thankfully, I don't know, in my opinion, kind of having like an in-person restaurant or like business kind of is cheat codes, because people want to go out and do stuff, you know what I mean? Like they want to see like third spaces and stuff like that. So like I feel like it's hard for people to come, but like if you can crack the code of how to like communicate what you're doing and why people should come visit, like I feel like you like, you know, it's kind of like a dam. Like once you break the dam, it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah. But I think we'll start streaming like 2.5 hours, because I've kind of noticed that like 2.5 hours, I think low key my brain shuts down. And I noticed like most people tend to bounce out after like the 2.5 hours, which I'm not complaining, but you know, just time stuff. So I know it's like, what is it, like 11 p.m. on the East Coast right now, I mean, so. There's something I'm noticing. Rosa says, thanks to there's creators that gather friends and just invade restaurants or food stores to help them. Oh, I've seen those. I love those, yeah. When it's like, hey, it always starts off like this same exact script of like, oh, this place looks really good. Can I invite a couple friends? And they're always like, yeah, of course. And like, people show up and they're like, oh my god, thank you so much. You know what I mean? Those videos are kind of funny because it's like, you know, you can tell they're about to make their day and they're trying their best not to like spoil it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Those videos are adorable. Rose says that's understandable. Thank you for listening to, you know, the stream time, giving the feedback. Because yeah, but we're gonna do these last 2 CDs and I think we'll call it, speaking of 2.5 hours. But yeah. Rosa says, and there's also a food trend where they go to the least visited food stands and they notice it helps them out too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I've seen that one a little bit. I've seen those a couple times. Like food stand support. Oh my god. Ding, ding. I kind of want to start going. You know, it's weird because I'm like in a weird boat where it's like I haven't gone to eat in so long because I've been trying to save money. But now I'm like, you know, I haven't even like explored food in Arizona that much. But now I'm like, I can't because my stomach. Like for Spider-Man tomorrow, my buddy was like, "Do you want to get food beforehand?" I was like, "I'm down, but like low key, like is it cool if we pay separate? Because I'm just gonna buy French. That's all I can eat is French fries. Like whenever where we go, I could probably only eat French fries, and that's it. So, you know what I mean? And they were like, "Oh yeah," you know what I mean? So I was like, I can't pick the place because I'm not gonna eat whatever we go. Yeah, that Who's it says you can't win. I know, yeah. Or was a sneak in a snack you can eat? Yeah, my plan is honestly because my schedule's so weird. My plan's to like eat my normal breakfast, so like pancake and pancake muffin and egg muffin, which has a ton of protein in it, so it'll keep me satiated. I can eat popcorn, so I'll probably eat like a big box of popcorn at the movie. But for like the actual dinner itself, I'm, to your point, like a snack or something. But I can't even drink soda, like because all the sweeteners I can't have. I think I can maybe drink Diet Coke, but even the carbonation still is just bad because like you're trying to reduce gas going into the body in general. So yeah. So I have to just be like, can I have French fries and water? And be like, huh? It says no. Yeah. Like technically, the other thing is I could get non-carbonated drinks, but even then, if there's like a certain type of sugar in it, I can't have it. So yeah. I'm also on my fitness thing, so I don't want to drink like a bunch of like, well, one, I can't have high fructose corn syrup, but I also don't want to drink like high C or like Kool-Aid or anything because it's just have like a ton of calories in it. So it's like, but yeah, I can't do lemonade either. Yeah, can't do lemonade. Yeah, I might be able to, but then again, I don't. That I'd have to like, hey, how did you guys make this lemonade? You know what I mean? Which I doubt, like the random, no way to be like, oh yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on the place, but you know what I'm trying to say. Rosa says they need to have fresh juice or smoothie. I can't have juices or smoothies. Unless it's guava. Unless it's a guava smoothie, I can't have it. And like only guava, because I can't have most fruits. I know, I'm so, yeah, not to complain all the time about this. I don't like complaining, it's just to me, I'm still kind of like, this is crazy, this is my life now. You know what I mean? Who's it says, pour suck on water. Technically, I'm not supposed to drink coffee, but I can't give up coffee. But I can have, like, I guess, well, I could have, like, sugar-free Kool-Aid. Like, that's fine. But I have to check what sugar sweetener they used. Yeah, I mean. But that's why it's more of, like, a restaurant content. Like, in terms of, like, at home, it's not that bad. But in terms of, like, going out, it's like, oh, wait. I can pretty much only eat cream barbecue at this point. Cream barbecue or, like, can I have a hamburger, just no bun? So, yeah. And Rose says, oh no, I didn't realize how far it went. Yeah, it is really weird, yeah. Like, I might be able to have, like, carrot juice, but I couldn't have, like, apple juice. I couldn't have grape juice. I couldn't have blueberry juice. I can't have bananas. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, I'm gonna start putting everything away. So I go to the gym. And we did a full-length stream this time. Yay! Yeah, I think we'll start making, I don't know. I like to have like a general, like, amount to stream I have in my mind, but I think I'd rather do a 2.5 just because there's more people. Not that I'm like, I need people, but I don't know, just more. Because then I feel like there's more to talk about with everybody. I'm trying for the vibe. Try to get the vibe right. But cool. Okay, gotta put this away. I have one left. But yeah, I'm gonna be up late. But honestly, I love going to the gym just because it's less about like the gym itself, but like what I do is that there's a lake next to my house, and I love like going on a walk and just like listening to like YouTube videos the whole time or like music. It's like honestly, I don't know. And I usually like, come up with like really cool ideas for Groovy Kaiju on these walks, so it's been fun. Good final song. Oh, I know, right? Yeah. But is that everything? I think I put everything. Yeah, these are all there. That's fine. Turn this off. Let me open this real quick. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I gotta return to center. Return to sender order. Oh, hey. Yeah, I think the cardboard is working for sending these, because the thing about return to sender, another reason why, so like, pretty much I just got this order back There's nothing on being shown, right? Yeah, there's nothing being shown. Because what happens is sometimes people will just, those people who like live in colleges or in dorms, they'll like the dorm address is usually like USPS is like, I don't know, man. It's like, brother. But yeah, when they like, so whenever it gets returned to sender, I notice UPS is like, man, you sent it the wrong address. Let me just like WWE slam this package because now we're mad it didn't get delivered right. You know what I mean? I got you in the hydrate roses. So then I'm like, and then they'll like want to charge me to like pick up the return to sender if I like, I don't know, it's a whole thing. It was like, I don't know, anyways. But I bring all this up to say that I got the return to sender and the cardboard looked like it kept the CD safe, which I'm stoked on. And I think Kimberly should have reached out to them. But I'll double check. These guys, Lamel, yeah. Well, I guess the whole story is that because I usually ship stuff with Media Mail, because it's just one of the ways that like help me afford the whole free CD thing, you know what I mean? But the thing about Media Mail is that if you get a bad address, then what they're going to do is they're going to be like, oh, well, you have to pay double to get it shipped back to you. But they just ship it back automatically. They're like, you need to come pay us in person to come pick it up. But I'm like, why am I going to pay? I mean, why would I? Because I know they broke all the CDs. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay you for broken CDs, bro. So I Googled, I was like, hey, if I just never pick it up, does it cost money? And they're like, no, there's no, like, they'll just eventually store it away. Which I don't feel great about, because now they're just like, this is like getting, one, it's like music, but two, it's like, they're just like not cycling it or anything. So I kind of don't like that. But at the same time, like the system isn't really built. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make business sense. It would if like the CDs were still intact, but they're not. So I know. I've gotten so many of them. Because like sometimes like this, where they like do deliver it, sometimes like they'll deliver it back for free. It's usually always broken. So I'm like, bro, first world musician problems, I guess. But on that note, we'll call it here. Let me put these away. I'm sorry, I'm putting all these things away. Let's go dancing. Let's go do. I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm gonna take let's do the thumbnail with the Shopify award. Honestly, this is like I've never been like a big awards guy. Like I used to like honestly skip like school awards, which is kind of rude looking back on it. But back when that was my edgy phase in high school. I guess not really edgy, but you know what I'm trying to say. I should be like, but yeah, this is like honestly, this Shopify trophy I got was like the first trophy I've ever like, oh my god, I won an award. Oh no, because yeah, thumbnail time. Sam, cute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, cool. But yeah, just because I don't know, all the free CD stuff. Like you get this from doing 10,000 Shopify orders, which is pretty cool. So yeah. And Sam says I love the song. Hey, thank you. I'm glad to hear you love it, Sam. Yeah, I think I'm sending it to you, right? I'm sending you the album. It's gonna be on it. It's a nice shit. Yeah, I like how it looks like a shopping bag too. It's pretty cool. And who says I never cared about trophies? Yeah, exactly. I never cared about trophies. He did like baseball trophies and stuff like that. I was always like, whatever. But this is like the first one that I was like, I earned it. I don't know, just because it was, to me, it's less about like, wow, trophy, but it's like a genuine like, I sat here and signed and packed and sent 10,000 CDs. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know. To me, it's like a manifestation of that, of like the hard work more than like the look at me, I'm so cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like an achievement from a game. Yeah, exactly. Literally, yeah. It's like an IRL Gamer Score achievement. And Sam says I ordered my favorite. I'm glad to hear it, Sam. Yeah. So as you saw, I was making CDs. I got these all signed. So I have like a whole bunch of signed. I got these in the mail, Sam. So I'm sending these once I get back from the gym. And yeah. So expect to tracking these will be in your email by tomorrow. I got you. I like this travel size. Yeah, exactly. It is a cool size. It's like funny how it fits. But with that all being said, we're gonna end it here. Also, I have to go to the bathroom. Look, you had to go to the bathroom for a little bit. But I'll catch you around Roses, catch you around Sam, catch you around who was it, catch you around Skyer, catch you around Zaku if you're still lurking, catch you around Rampage if you're still lurking. And yeah, it's everyone I see in the chat that I can scroll up to. I think Logan already peaced out. And yeah, oh, I got your Rampage tag. Yeah, sick. Cool. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. We're streaming again on Sunday, so I'll see you then. And I'm sure we can talk about Spider-Man stuff. It's gonna be a fun time. So yeah, later, Sam. Bye, everybody. And Sam, I'm sending your order after you'll get the email probably tomorrow morning, like really early in the morning, because I'm up all night. Anyways, all right, I'll catch y'all around. I can do back orders, go to the gym. Later, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.
As much as I believe in